of anybody y'all watch on any of these platforms. I don't care. I gotta have one of the best because you could get some meme music, you can get some AI, you can get some classical rap, you can get some R&B, you could get Kansas. Carry on, my wayward son. Hello, everybody. How are you? Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. How much y'all want to bet? Somebody will see the thumbnail of the stream and the title, and they'll come in here, or later they'll be in the comment section, and they'll be like, "These people aren't leftist, so what are you gonna..." Shut up. I'm learning from them. And if you can't learn from them, you're a moron. But before we get to that, hello everybody. How's your Saturday morning? How was y'all Good Friday? Yeah, I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all, if you're from where I'm from, was enjoying some nice little events, little bit of crawfish, little bit of seafood. You was having a good time, a good Friday, which y'all know what tomorrow is. So I hope you got your Easter baskets ready. I hope you got all the things you need to enjoy tomorrow. Is tomorrow Easter? When is Easter? I have no idea anymore. Like once I stop being told these dates, they no longer held too much weight upon me. So Easter is tomorrow. Make sure the Easter bunny realizes who the real bunny hoppers are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but yes, I wanted to play Kansas before I got into the stream. It felt good. It felt right. Felt right. You know. Now listen, I'm pretty certain because a couple of y'all saw this a couple of seconds ago. Some people will see this and celebrate and be like, "Woohoo!" Keep in mind, I don't think she's quitting because it was brought to my attention. She's also like promoting something that's supposed to come out in like the next week, if not 2 weeks. And somebody told me that it was like a swimsuit line, but it could also be music. It's like, I don't think she's quitting. I think it's more of that weird promo thing a lot of people do before they drop some music. You'd be like, oops, just kidding. I'm getting ready for April Fools. I April Fools y'all early. I don't think she's going nowhere, nor do I want Lizzo to go anywhere. But I didn't read this. I just heard she was quitting and she put out a statement. So let's read it together. I'm getting tired of putting up with being dragged by everyone in my life and on the internet. All I want is to make music and make people happy and help the world be a little bit better than how I found it. But I'm starting to feel like the world doesn't want me in it. I'm constantly up against lies being told about me for clout and views, being the butt of the joke every single time because of how I look, my character being picked apart by people who don't know me and disrespecting my name. Didn't sign up for this. I quit. Peace sign. Unfortunately, for all the people who already hate Lizzo, I don't really think she going nowhere. And again, I don't want Lizzo to go anywhere. I like Lizzo. She's a ball of fun that I enjoy. And yes, all that about her having her employees or co-workers, whatever it was, backup dancers, whatever it was, eating bananas out of vaginas, very funny. To this day, I still don't know if that was like 100% a confirmed thing. But that was probably the last time I heard about anything in regards to Lizzo. I have no clue what she's been doing since then. Now, probably been something about going on live and showing her body and loving her body and a bunch of people saying, yuck, fat, and just not dealing with it. Fine. But I ain't gonna say that's Lizzo's shtick, but that's like every time Lizzo gained traction, she do something when she loving her body and everybody complain. I remember a few people got mad at Lizzo because she was drinking detox smoothies. Like, what are you doing to your body? I thought you were body positive. You can be body positive by doing things to help your body because last I checked, the body is the temple. So I don't think Lizzo going anywhere. Like, and if you're somebody celebrating this, clearly you've never seen somebody get attention by pretending to quit. So whatever campaign she about to come up with in the next week, I hope she's successful in it. I hope she gains money from it. I do see that this chick, this 16-year-old is trending again. 16-year-old Kylie Gain is awake and talking, but is unable to walk by herself. After 3 weeks, the media claimed that her attacker was the victim. What do you think? I think I didn't really see the media do that. Every piece of media I saw was letting y'all know that a bunch of teenagers got into a fight and one got their head cranked. I didn't really see media being like, yo, let's be sympathetic to the one who did this. Now, I have seen all this conversation about hospital victim being in the hospital and was suspended the day before, which could lead to somebody believing, why are you getting suspended the day before and then coming back and getting into a fight? Maybe this is somebody who ends up being not so innocent, still not worthy of being put in the hospital by having your head cranked on. But I lose a little bit of sympathy from that. I still hold that position. Like, if you are somebody who is a piece of shit and you met the right one on a specific day, then, once you throw the first punch, which is what happened in that video, you have to deal with the consequences of that. That's you. And that's truly on you. Hope you heal somewhat. But I did see Oingo over here. 16-year-old Kylie Gain was the victim of bullying. That's a bold claim to make without anything to back it up. She was not the aggressor. That's a bold claim considering the video footage shows she throws the first punch. Now she's awake and talking, but is unable to walk and has no memory of the savage attack. I wouldn't want memory of that either. Following the attack, her attacker bragged about it, describing what she did to Kylie as a calculated and said she should join MMA or WWE. I would need some receipts to back that one up. You can't just say that somebody did that with no form of proof whatsoever. Even in drastic media research, I have not seen something of the sort. Not saying it didn't happen. I just need a paper trail of that one. The assailant's family members insist that she was the victim, despite her much larger size compared to Kylie. Also worth noting that Kylie is one of a handful of white students in their school. That absolutely means nothing when you really think about it. Don't tell me that Kylie, who was white and petite in build, was somehow bullying a much larger black girl. That just doesn't add up. Nice of you to assume that body proportion means that somebody can or cannot be bullied. Not how that truly works, but, maybe Ian Miles has not really seen the American culture. I know he hasn't because he tweets all of this from another country. As somebody who grew up in the American educational system, in both private and public schools, here's a shocking brain buster of information for you. You can be bullied no matter the size. You can be bullied if you are someone bigger than the bully. And once again, the way I look at this, so far, based on all this evidence that has scarcely come out, pretty sure more of it's going to come out no matter if you like it or not. Seems like somebody met the right one that day. And, I'm not seeing anything to make me change that. You gonna sit here and tell me she was not the aggressor? That video footage shows me she's swinging first. By definition, that's the fucking aggressor in a fight. You throw the first punch, you are automatically the fucking aggressor. Is Leon gonna tell his story of when he got bullied by a group of midgets? I can't really tell you that that's a story that ever happened to me. I can tell you that I was bullied by an individual who was smaller than me one specific day in high school and tried to get physical. And it ended with his small ass getting mushed to the ground. And if it wasn't for the individuals stopping me from doing it, I would have cracked this motherfucker's jawline. I palmed the side of his head and mushed him to the ground. And if it wasn't for the people that's stopping me, I'd have stomped on his face, broke his teeth. Because I didn't have on just no basic sneakers. I had on some steel toe church Sunday boots on. Size 10. I wear a size 12 now. So please keep in mind, I am easily annoyed. And if you pick up your balls to try to mush me into a locker, you gonna have the right one that day. That motherfucker might want to understand. I've never been the one. Leon curb stomp. You don't know a sick story? I got a friend. He did that thing where you like pick somebody's bag up and just slam it down and it makes you fall backwards. I turned around and I kicked him in his thumb and I broke his thumb. And I promise you, if he was awake right now, I'd call him and verify that fucking story. And he'll tell you how much he hates me because of that. Like, he hates that specific moment from me. I can tell you another story about how somebody fucked with me and I waited for the perfect moment and I just stepped. I didn't step. I stomped on this motherfucker's ankle with full force. And the ankle was bent. Not bent when I did it, but bent as I did it. Because he had his foot positioned to where it's curved a little bit. So I said, you know what? You met the right one this motherfucker day. Bow! Right on his shit. Didn't feel sorry. He started crying. Here's the thing about me. I don't bother nobody. Everybody seem to choose to fuck with me. And then everybody get mad when I react. I don't know what it is about y'all. But y'all always tend to bother me. Welcome to the plantation. But for some reason, y'all meet y'all right one. I guess somebody follow me. I appreciate the follow. Can't see it because all of my alerts said, you know what we're gonna do? Not work. Oh wait, it's because I lied to myself. It's because I have them. Oh, what? Who subbed to me on Twitch? Not Twitch, Kick. I don't know who did it, but you know, thank you. You're a very interesting soul. All in all, moral of that story, do not ever in your life try people just for the sake of doing it. Like, if I could give y'all life lesson as a 24-year-old, don't do it. This man has a calming ass voice. Well, thank you. You still doing that call-in show? Okay, so look, boom. And I appreciate the compliment to my calming voice. I know I just like detailed how I stepped on somebody's ankle and like broke one of my closest friend's thumb. But I appreciate you with that compliment. So since Red brought it up and he's so eager for some reason, let it be known that Red is also making the mistake many others are probably going to make in regards to this situation. You know? It's a great understanding that you might in the future want to read before asking questions like this, because I did state I might, and I do mean might, do a call-in stream because it seems some want to defend Candace Owens, the diversity hire. And here's it. This my whole thing about Candace Owens and my take on her being a diversity hire. Hold on, as I pull up my criteria for what it is that makes me believe such a thing about this woman. What's on the screen? This is my only criteria for this. This is the only criteria I have for this, by the way. A month ago, who was in this category right here? Like, you put her wherever you want. Who was in this category? Candace Owens. And you look at any other corporation that any of you would describe as woke, what would you deduce from something like that? Seeing a cast full of individuals that are not black, and then you see in the middle, maybe, or in the front, or in the back, black. Of course, in the mindset of one of these weirdo conservative type motherfuckers, they will tell you that that's somehow a diversity hire. Now listen, Candace, popular commentator on all things political, yada, yada, yada. What was her qualifications for being signed to this company other than being popular commentator? Speaking into a microphone, depending on if you got the gift of gab and a personality, damn near anybody can work at the Daily Wire. And to the people who will sit here and try to strawman me about how, oh, well, she didn't deserve to be fired. She was an employee who went in, did her job, probably did things that weren't protocol, and got reprimanded, whether it be fired, whether the contract wasn't renewed. You probably never going to know in full and get any real perspective why 9 times out of 10 an NDA was signed. That way, nobody can really go into detail about this. Oops. Whoops. Now, Candace may say fuck it anyway and let you all know in due time, which is what I kind of do want her to do. I kind of do want her to just say fuck it and let everybody know why. And don't give me no theories. Like, I'm not here for theories. I just want to hear it from the horse's mouth. These motherfuckers are not going to do it. Brett not going to do it. The old guy made it a conversation about something else. Matt Walsh is Matt Walsh. Jordan Peterson is whatever. And every time somebody asks Ben about anything, he just disappears off the face of the earth and says, oh, I can't talk about that. I think Michael Knowles was the only one that said anything, but it was basically, oh, this is my friend. I'm the godfather of their child or whatever. And it's like, Brody, we get all that. But I promise you, who in the hell cares? And that's my whole, thing. I'm still thinking about it, mulling it over. I might do it later today. Who knows? Who knows? I might do it later today. It's not this stream. This stream, I'm learning about leftists. I'm learning about leftists today. But before that, listen, I recorded a video last night. And in it, you're going to see this specific part. And it's one that I've been showing a little bit too much. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but there's a reason I do it.
And people are mad because they're lonely.
Moral don't really seem to understand she did her motherfucking big one with that. Like, she don't seem to really understand she did her big one with that. Because when it come to all these dating topics that hit my algorithm, I always go back to that. Because the motherfucker did her infinite big one with it. Because what in the fuck is this? Now listen, folks, I'm not yes I am. I'm not too much of a mean-spirited person. But I gotta call it like I see it. This chick right now is going viral for catfishing, apparently. And listen, I'm all for being who you are and loving yourself and making sure that yourself is the best self. And you always got to be your best self. You got to dress to impress and all these things are yada yada with the yada yadas. This woman catfished the fuck out of whoever it was she went on a date with. And there's conversation that she made this whole fucking thing up. And it's like, there's no win for her in this because let's think about it one or two ways. You chose to, and she even had a dating app, a dating profile on Black, the dating app, which strangely enough has white people on it. You made that profile, matched with somebody, had some conversations back and forth. You plan a date, you go on that date, you show up, and it's an immediate just. But you had a conversation, you had the date, and y'all go on it, yada, 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 with the yada, yadas. And then you get in the car and try to play it off like men are the problem when you're the catfish. But let's say if it's all fake, you decided in your oh so great infinite wisdom to pretend as if men were the problem and detail a story that makes you still look bad. It makes you still look like the one who don't deserve no love. It don't make no sense. It never has, never will. How people are so willing, ready, and able to lie or pretend. And there's no out for this chick. Zero. It's very rare somebody go viral for doing dumb shit where there's literally no out. You're either a catfish who catfish somebody using profile pictures and filters, or you lying and you still ugly on the inside and out. I just don't get it. I don't believe in it. I refuse. I just don't understand. I mean, one is desperate, one is thirsty. No, they're the same person. And I am to believe they're both ugly on the inside and out. Because if you got to do all this for a modicum of gratification or satisfaction or even appearance, that just lets me know inside you got something completely worse than you looking like Shrek on the outside. And listen, you can call me mean for that, but understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a place of love because I'm not one of these motherfuckers who's gonna sit up here and tell you love is doomed, you're gonna fail in life, you never gonna succeed, you never gonna find love. These modern day men and women just want to see you. No. We don't do that. We don't do that here. I believe everybody can find love. I do. I can't sit in front of some large table in front of one or two or three ugly motherfuckers and be like, modern women are the problem in society. I can't do it. Those people that do that are bitter and they're not letting that hurt go. And it's okay to be hurt. It really is. Don't let these same motherfuckers tell you emotions aren't valid. What if you happy, sad, mad, depressed? It don't matter. You can be happy. But you got to feel whatever it is you feeling, and then at some point, go through a process where you could get it all out. Don't listen to these stupid motherfuckers telling you get over it. Choke them. Any motherfucker telling you get over it, choke them. And then beat them with a lead pipe. And then tell them get over it and see what they say. They ain't gonna get over that. Any motherfucker who listens or hears or reads that you down on your luck telling you to get over it, make sure them motherfuckers know pain and then tell them get over it. That's gonna solve that fucking dilemma real quick. But when it come to this love shit, motherfuckers, it'll never be that. It'll never be something you could just completely give up on. It can't be. It can't be. I tell y'all this honestly. I'm 24, man. I believe in love. I don't give a fuck about some viral shit going on where some bitch got some list of a bunch of shit and she uglier than a fucking stump. I didn't fucking knock my own fucking glasses off my ears. Where she ugly as a fucking stump telling y'all her requirements. I'm not listening to, am I bruised? What the fuck? I'm not listening to no motherfucker tell me that women are not valuable because he got his fucking heart broken in 8th grade. No, I'm not doing it. It can't be done. Because I know that's just hurt. I know that's just bitterness seeping out of you. And you know, I would feel bad, but then I gotta remember that's how some of y'all motherfuckers feel. Hi, Gaming Witch. I know you probably typed that minutes ago, but fuck, am I bruised? What the fuck? I noticed like this fucking dark part of me. What the fuck? Before one of you motherfuckers say, that's just your skin, fuck you. Burn. What did I do yesterday? I think I landed on something. I might be injured. What the fuck? What is wrong with me? That's another thing. Like, I'll be injured. I won't know. I thought about saying something like that. Of course you did. Were you fighting in your sleep? I haven't slept. I have not slept since Thursday. Why? It's because I'm planning. And I like that. I miss the sensation of going days without sleep. And it ain't, it's just me like planning shit. Take care of yourself. Fuck off. You lucky I can't do backflips, or I'd be doing backflips right now. And I can't do backflips because I got a brace on my knee. I am injured. I am injured, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Man. I haven't slept since yesterday. Want to help spread some democracy. What a hello to you too. On Kick, testicular torsion. Democracy is awesome. Hey, Leon, I got some news. This is either going to be something about your fucking candles or your YouTube channel. Because there's nothing else you could tell me that I would even know about that would be considered good news. It's like that one stream with your swollen hand. My hand was not swollen. These are just my hands. Jesus. It's like there's nothing wrong with my hands. My hand was swollen that day. My hand was swollen that day. I wasn't gonna lie to you. I noticed that and I was like, oh my God. What the hell happened to me? I still got this fucking burn mark from when I chose to like stick my one knuckle on a very hot pot. That was a choice I made. Gaming Witch was beefing with Dark Viper simps. I already knew that. It's about my candles, but I'm taking steps to apply for an LLC, so before too long I'll be able to sell wax warmers and more. Hey everybody, put it in the chat, Gaming Witch. You should be allowed to. Want some fucking Irish smoke, wax melts. Gaming Witch will put that fucking link in my chat, or at least she should be able to, since she's a mod. You know what I'm saying? You want some Irish smoke? Look at that. Look at the focus on that motherfucker. That's high definition camera work right there, buddy. Go get you some. These motherfuckers smell amazing. I just haven't burned into these motherfuckers yet. This is my last one. I've been saving this. I've had this for months. And this is the last one. It was like I blew through the other two. And I'm like, damn it. I'm saving this. I'm saving this for a specific day when I just want to crack open all the windows and just have aroma coming in and out. That's what I might do. I might just pick a day and just let aroma just seep through the room. The sacred wax. And yes, it's Irish smoke. It smells fucking amazing. Those candles had the Leon stamp of approval. I mean, fuck. I needed candles, but these aren't candles. These are fucking wax melts, so they don't count. I need to get those fucking candles. Because I know you put candles on that fucking website, fucker. Let's see how the end of April treats me. You bought them. I prefer Hawaiian Breeze by Glaze. Also a good fucking option, my boy. You bought them before I even announced the shop publicly? Yeah, because I demanded the fucking link. Fucker. And I believe they shipped or were sent to me earlier than my original thought process. Because I thought it was going to be like a week. It ended up being less than that. About me less, it's like 7 days, like 5, if not 4, either one. But, are y'all ready? Well, I can't really learn. Leon has a drug addiction, but for candles. I mean, if they smell good, the purchase will be considered. Are y'all ready? I want to learn about like lefties. I want to learn what they do and how they think. But first, I gotta watch Gothics and her responding to all this drama that she's got going on, because apparently she's got drama, everybody. Ooh, she's got drama. And the drama is apparently so interesting. And look, why am I such a dick? Here's the thing. Here's the overall thing with this black gamer girl thing. I care, but to such a drastically low degree. Because, all right, gaming company and various others consult on games, if not work on games, and either include things y'all don't like or have all these things, while you're streaming on other than Kick Chat is dead here. YouTube and Twitch. Type in Ruin Leon Live on YouTube or Ruin Leon YT on Twitch. Either option. And look, man, I don't really promote Kick. I'm kind of just doing it. Slowly building it as best as I can. If I promoted it more, it wouldn't be as dead, but it would still be dead. But I appreciate you, Testicular Torson, for being someone who was willing to give it all a chance. I appreciate that. I get it, but I'm one of 2 people here. That's fine. That is completely fine. I ain't never mad at it, nor am I upset about it. Pick whichever one you choose to want to be on. It ain't gonna hurt me nor offend me. Lefties aren't an enigma. They're simple. I could also say that about right wingers. Yeah, they're all kind of simple. They kind of flip back and forth in what they believe and choose whichever faction they want to believe in for a time being until they get very fucking upset about something being done. I prefer Kick, but I'm going to hop on another site. That's perfectly fine. Somebody asked me something or said something. I'm trans, but not a leftist. Poor Leon for being exposed to this. Here's the thing. Just because you are insert something does not mean you're somehow a conservative or leftist. You kind of got to say if you're one of those things for me to actually understand if you are or not. And also, someone asked me what I thought about Lizzo quitting the music industry. Where were you 10 minutes ago? I don't think she's quitting. I think it's PR for either some swimsuit line or music coming out in the future. I don't hear about Lizzo unless somebody says some wildly either hilarious or unfunny fat joke that gets spearheaded into why a bunch of people hate fat black women or fat people in general. Or when she was having people eat bananas out of pussy. Like, that's the only times I really hear about Lizzo. I don't think she's quitting. I'm not celebrating her quitting. I'm just waiting to see how this goes. Because this isn't the first time somebody's been like, I'm quitting, you know? Why are we up so early learning? Peachy. Hi, Peachy. How you doing? How you living? You all right? I haven't heard from Peachy in a couple days. I assume it's because she got Peach running around in her. I can't make that joke. That child is too innocent for that joke. That child's too innocent for that joke. Peachy has been AWOL because apparently she's been cooking and also playing that new Peach game. This is way better than Kick. I mean, yeah. But again, I'm not really trying to get motherfuckers from one platform to the other. Like, I'm just saying fuck it, and I'm streaming on all three and seeing how it goes. And I've enjoyed it. I've loved it. It's been simple. I ain't gonna say it's been easier. Like, I haven't already done this, but this is like the first time I'm really putting effort into it and having these streams. Because I've noticed my streams have been a little bit longer. Just a little bit. Not completely. But having fun with it. I had to hunker down and finish an essay and a research paper. Well, that's good. I don't think you ever addressed how the fucking food turned out. You let me know that you made it. You let me know that you put it in the oven, but you didn't specify anything else. You also have never watched the Cartoon Network classic known as Chowder. Everyone should move from YouTube for speech reasons, but YouTube is still the best. You should not move from YouTube for speech reasons. I do not care how much none of you dislike or have a problem with YouTube banning creators who should be banned anyway. Your alternative platforms are going to turn into variations of YouTube. As much as you want to fight it, it'll happen. Have you noticed what Kick has started doing? They've started to tone it back on all the motherfuckers who wanted to like show a little bit of skin. And that's just the first step. Eventually, shit's going to get more restrictive and it's going to be just like all these other platforms. So I suggest instead of trying to just give it all up and go somewhere else, you fucking have some fun on all of them. You can't pick out one platform that's beating YouTube, first of all. You might be able to give it to Twitch when it comes to streaming, but YouTube is kind of saying, fuck it, let's go crazy on the streaming. You can't even give it to TikTok really anymore for the shorts because now they got YouTube shorts. You're right, but for now you can say a little more. I agree with restrictions on nudity though. I mean, you're able to say these things on YouTube too. I feel like when motherfuckers get kicked or like banned, They say wild shit, and then they lie to motherfuckers about what's the reason for this, that, and the third. Like, be weary that motherfuckers can sit up here and lie to you so that you could go to another platform and give them money. Fresh and Fit did that shit. Apparently, I'm a nut job for saying trans women and girls sports is wrong, even though I competed in amateur MMA, judo, baseball, and coach girls softball. I mean, you might be, depending on the circumstances. I don't know. I don't really stick in the trans sports discourse. I more stick to the motherfuckers who are just weird in general discourse. Mom liked it, but it was too starchy for dad. My brother didn't eat it. You didn't take a picture of this food so that I could see it? I would rate the appearance of it. Like, I don't appreciate how you just made this food and never thought, let me send this to Leon so that he could judge my taste in food. Like, I don't get that. I refuse to understand why you wouldn't be able to say Leon would appreciate what I'm doing in this exact moment. I don't get that. How motherfucking dare you? How motherfucking dare you sit there and try to play in my face in such a manner? I don't approve. I don't like, and I don't enjoy. You understand? I'm checking things. Excuse me. Just allow me to check it. It looked bland, tasted better than it looked. I mean, that's always the first step, Brody. That is always the first step to appearance in food. It's always the first step. You know? Ay. Also, Peachy, got a question for you. Would you approve of a catfish of this monumental fucking level? Would you approve of being catfished by somebody like this? Thoughts on this gamer shit going on? I think both sides are going too far. I necessarily don't care as much. I enjoy games coming out. I have fun playing games. Video games have always been fun, and they will remain fun, despite any of what you motherfuckers would tell me. Give me a second while Peachy stares at this image. Context, Peachy. This woman apparently catfished a man and then got on social media and cried about it. Think about that. Shut up. What does she look like meeting up with him? Do you not see the image to the left? Like right there. That's what she looked like on the date. She's the same woman, but she's wearing a wig on the right. Hey, but apparently it's men's fault, you know? Because fuck if I got something to do with you catfishing another motherfucker for a date. Like, shit. Women will only be able to show ankles soon. Not really, because listening to a bunch of weird looking dudes about how you should look kinda is the funniest part. Also, I got a hot take. Conservatives used to be able to just fucking camp behind one side and have fun with that for X amount of time until they felt the need to fucking deviate. Now, because all these conservative influencers want to be right about every fucking thing, and they have different forms of representation, which is something they claim to bitch about being a thing, they tend to pick different sides to hang out with, and it's very funny to watch. And I think it'll always be hilarious to fucking watch, because these motherfuckers are wildly inconsistent and just like leftists. You know? Honestly, they don't look that different from me, but maybe I'm missing something. She looks less put together in the right one. How does she look less put together in the right image? Don't you mean the left one? Catfishing is wrong, but this case is not a big letdown. I mean, it is when you go on a dating app, promote yourself as the image on the right, show up as the image on the left, surprised that the date doesn't go well, and then for some reason get on social media and start saying, it's men's fault. No, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Kind of like Bantu knots, but messy. Bantu knots are hard. Standards are gone. Standards are not gone. You motherfuckers just seem to think standards are a fucking insult. And I don't know where y'all got that from. PG, somebody complimented me on my voice earlier. And that'll be the highlight of my day. I don't know if that motherfucker's still in the room or if he's mad that I've now called him a motherfucker. Or she. I have no idea who you are. Kojod. I don't know if you're still here. But that compliment's going to carry me throughout the day. All right. I'm done procrastinating. Or am I? Or am I? Am I done procrastinating? Am I? I just spoiled all the videos I'm gonna be fucking watching. But who cares? Screw it. Screw it. You know? I think it's good. But I also believe everyone has the right to say no for any reason to anyone. Don't want to date a girl because of her shirt. It's your right. And it's better off like that. Don't let some other motherfuckers don't let certain motherfuckers hear you say that. Some motherfuckers will hear that shit and be like, you do have a nice voice. No, I don't. Motherfuckers should be lying. They'll be lying for the sake of lying. I don't know where y'all get that from. Y'all don't get that from me. Y'all get that from y'all. From y'all's. Fuck. That's where y'all get it from. Y'all get it from y'all's. But are y'all ready? As I'm in the background playing WWE. I'm just in the background playing a WWE game because why not? You know what I'm saying? If your voice was a chick, not reading the rest of that.
What's up, everyone? My name is Gothix, or you
All right,
can call
context. This is my chaser. This is my shot, and the rest of this is gonna be about chaser. I did want to know about this Gamergate black girl gamer shit.
me Vanessa. I don't care really what you call me, as long as I know that you're talking to me. Anyway, I woke up this morning to find one of my X posts, formerly known as Twitter.
Choke! Don't say that. Do not say that. Don't say X, formerly known as Twitter. Just say Twitter.
Tweets has gained 2.6 million views, which I'm flattered. And so I want to talk about why this tweet has gone viral and just ask some questions because I'm confused. So for context, we're going to go over to the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I responded to Grums, and if you don't know who Grums is, he's been really good at reporting a lot of the nonsense within the gaming industry as of late. If you know anything about gaming, you've probably heard of this person. And
I'm playing a video game right now. I have no idea who this is.
So I'm on X.
How about if you just fixate on the politicalness of games, you'll know who this is. Other than that, you have no idea, unless any of you in here know who that is.
Scrolling in the morning, and I start seeing people talking about black girl gamers, which that name holds a spot in my heart. It will always hold a sore spot in my heart because Black Girl Gamers was essentially a part of my wake-up moment. That and also the cookout, which I don't think the cookout is even a thing anymore.
Yo, I found a live, laugh, love culture warmers. I'm a definitely gonna be, I'm a definitely gonna, Jesus Christ. And I'm definitely gonna be grifting on that I hate that word. I despise that word because I don't think anybody uses it correctly. Not even me. So listen. I made that video in relation to Candazones. Somebody really got their fix on me saying, I have fun here. I make fun of people for profit, enjoyment, conversation. They fixated on the profit part. He's like, oh, he's not genuine at all. He's doing this for money. And he's apparently been arguing with a bunch of people in the comment section. And when I saw that he's just doing it for money thing, I just left a comment saying, boy, I sure hope you're not a fan of any YouTuber because I got some bad news for you about what they doing. This is not only fun, but also a stream of income. You're supposed to be doing this for fun and also money. Did we stop using our brains for shit like this?
But there was a lot of overlap between the members of both communities. And
I gotta stop deviating from whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing, because I'll sit here and react to a video and watch it and hear all the things that have to be said, and then I'll go 10 minutes talk about something unrelated.
So when I saw this person talking about Black Girl Gamers, naturally I had to investigate and see what they're talking about. And apparently, the group Black Girl Gamers they're threatening legal action against a news outlet. And this news outlet is simply reporting the news, actual journalism. I know this is a foreign concept to a lot of people. Perhaps you forgot what journalism is, but yes, you're just relaying the truth to the audience.
But once again, I think I stated this yesterday, if not the day before, if the information is inaccurate, you can go the route of defamation lawsuit. But that's only if the information is inaccurate. If it comes out that everything that they're saying is true, then, oh, well, it's true. You just got to deal with the fact that your company does the exact same things you say. Like, that's an objectively correct stance. I'm pretty sure old little Trumpy Dumpy should have some lawsuits. If not, I keep going off, especially if it's like something like Tim Pool. I'm debating clipping that entire thing and just putting it on here so that people could see that entire take was ass backwards upon revisiting it. I revisited that. I had already discussed it. Jesus Christ, with a DDT.
And so I'm looking at these articles from that Park Place, and I'm reading these articles and I see nothing wrong. They're literally repeating quotes that were taken from previous interviews that included J.Ann Lopez, who is the founder of Black Girl Gamers. And so Black Girl Gamers thought that was so highly inappropriate, and you are trying to make our organization look bad. And so they threaten legal action for some strange, bizarre reason. They
threaten legal action to get people off their back and also to try to protect their brand, but failed to understand that people would just do more digging to try to see if what they were saying was accurate in their response. And so far, it seems like that's a resounding no. So I struggle to see how this would even hold up in court. If somebody is factually saying that you're doing something, I don't really see how you could go to court and be like, that's not happening at all. But that's just my 2 cents.
Social media. And, if they're simply just repeating what you're saying, I see no grounds to even threaten legal action. It makes no sense. But how dare you? Black Girl Gamers, come here. Come closer. Come closer. Come here.
How does she do that? How the hell does she do that? What is her camera connected to? I know she does it with a fucking button, but how does she do that? I want to know. That big guy has very nice hair. Are you saying that because the other person's bald? How dare you? He's trying his best.
How dare you? Just to give you guys some context here, because I'm looking at some of these comments and
Fat
a lot of people
man go
are
fly!
adding things in to my tweet that I didn't actually say. And silly me, I thought that if I tweet something out, people will understand what I'm saying. Oh, no.
Fat man
I
go
should have learned from
fly!
my mistakes before, but obviously I haven't. So let me clarify about my affiliation with Black Girl Gamers. I was never hired for their consulting firm, okay? Because when we had our falling out, they were still laying the groundwork for...
You could ask her. That's a very true point. It takes Gothix 50 years. This is not the same person that won the match. I don't know why he's in the ring. It takes Gothix 50 years to respond to me if I text her, and I'm not the calling type.
The consulting firm that it is today.
I'm lying to myself. You got to be somebody I would want to talk to in the exact moment for me to willingly want to call you. And that's never been the case. I ain't gonna lie. There was one I was like, damn it, Gothix, I'll demand your input immediately.
I was recruited to be a member of their community. I was recruited to be a member of their stream team. I collaborated on videos for their platforms, for their Twitch channel. All that to say, you can see the fruits of their rhetoric just based on their actions. You know, if you are a platform that claims to care about diversity and it's a safe space, well, I didn't feel very safe, my darlings. Oh no, this isn't a safe space. This is a cult, okay? If you really want to know what BGG is about, simply look at their timeline, look at their Twitter account, look at the crap that they are regurgitating online. These are not people.
Typically just see like clips of them talking and being like, we're black and we're girls, we're gamers. Insert promo of some random black girl here, or a black panel event, or a black event in general. It's typically what I got from seeing their timeline for only a brief portion.
People who care about uplifting one another. No, they care about cultivating an ideological cult and kicking people out if they don't toe the line. You know, it's always baffling to me when companies who claim to be all for diversity and inclusion,
talk about Candace Owens
and amplifying black voices,
talk
do
about
the exact
Candace
opposite.
Owens.
First of all, it is retarded to say
Whoa!
that you want to create a space just for black
You can't
people.
use that word. It's a mean word. Gothics. I didn't know you were this mean. I might have to make a Twitter thread. I don't have a Twitter account.
Because you know damn well that if the whites did the same thing, racist. So you see, there's a double standard here. This is this sort of like virtue signaling moral
We're
superiority.
still talking about DEI. I mean, yes, it's a hot button issue that apparently will go away if we somehow make a gaming award show. I'm still waiting for somebody to explain how that works. You're wanting to take games back, and your whole premise is, let's make an award show. You want my Twitter? I barely use it. That would require me to somehow, no, I don't want your Twitter. I do not want your Twitter. I'm perfectly fine being in read-only mode and not trying too hard to really be on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie, me being on Twitter less drastically has made me laugh more, because I don't see as much dumb shit from you people as I used to. You realize that I no longer see Hannah's hateful rhetoric towards me. I no longer see the gaming witch's racist comments towards me. That's right, everybody. Candle shop owner is an avid racist towards only me for some reason. She had a barbecue, didn't even invite me. See how bad it is? See how bad it is for me? Like, how do you have a barbecue, not invite me? And you've seen my food. I posted it on Twitter before. How could you? The acts of discrimination no longer hold weight. Me, hateful, never. Motherfucker, I'm pausing this game right now. You fucking retweeted me yelling from like 2 years ago. You're sick. You're sick. You think I didn't see that? You think I didn't see that? You think I didn't see that? But I did. I did. And I was very amused remembering that that's my voice.
Of like, oh, we are the bastions of diversity and inclusion. It's all topical, and it's nothing actually. It's nothing that actually matters, because the only diversity that actually matters is diversity of thought, which you guys clearly do not have. It is impossible to claim that you are all about tolerance, because everyone is intolerant to something. Clearly, you're intolerant to me.
Jesus Christ, please, the Daily Wire.
And I'm intolerant to stupidity. So it doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at my social media here, and I'm seeing a lot of posts from people. Let me just search this really quick, because I thought this was hilarious. If I search Gothics TV anti-black on X, this you will get. Is
this new wrestling game worth getting? I mean, what is your criteria for a good wrestling game? Because I've thoroughly enjoyed it. This is my first actual time playing universe mode, like the classic sandbox version. Because I was just doing like the one basic ass superstar mode. And I was just playing the fucking My Career. That's all I've been doing. I haven't even played the showcase mode. I've just thoroughly enjoyed my fucking time doing other things before even getting into superstar mode. Now I just gotta whoop ass and take names. Elon ruined Twitter? No, he didn't.
So this is my header on X, and again, if you know my backstory, you know that I got canceled as a Twitch streamer because I questioned why people were calling everyone else racist if they had a problem with Disney casting a black woman to play Ariel. So I said, on Twitter, can we just not call people racist for questioning why Ariel is black now. And instantly, I'm anti-black. So, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing just repeatedly people calling me anti-black, and their metric of which they are using to determine that I'm anti-black is this header that I have on Twitter. I mean, first of all, is the meme wrong? Is it wrong? Did you not take sloppy seconds of a pre-existing character for your diversity agenda? Oh, representation. You'll take the scraps of the white characters and then claim that you've made it. But we don't want to talk about that, clearly, right? We don't want to, no. That's anti-black of me to point out. And not to mention how...
I haven't bought a new one in a couple years. Is it a big enough improvement? What is your definition of a couple years? Because you can say a couple years and it only means 2. Which listen, if anybody played WWE 2K20, everything is a mass improvement from that. Just so y'all know, he fucking landed my neck on the fucking sledgehammer.
Silly it is to imply that people of my skin complexion can't take a joke. You don't like that joke? All right, it's not for you. Find a different comedian. The second you have to start filtering comedy through political correctness, it becomes propaganda. You are essentially helping push for more censorship. You're trying to eradicate certain ideas.
Do we hold these same beliefs for the Daily Wire? Because didn't they start making media catered around this exact same fucking thing? I just got nut-shotted. I just got fucking nut-shotted. Hell fucking oh. Fuck going on here?
Is and opinions.
Why are they jumping me?
All behind the guise of diversity and inclusion. For as much as people spend online, I mean, I've looked at my Twitter account. It's like people have been arguing with themselves for the past 24 hours. You could use that time to pick up a book. I always recommend The Naked Communist. It talks a lot about what I'm mentioning right now. And you could also try the Bible. That would be a really great start. A lot more other things you can do that are far more productive than just screaming out into the void. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a self-hating, tap-dancing grifter on the internet. Speaking of which, one thing that I noticed when I had my wake-up moment and I received all this vitriol from the...
Last one I bought was 22. Motherfucker, which one is this? 24? Graphics-wise, you could argue it's still the same. Sandbox-wise, I still enjoy it. It's fun. It's mindless wrestling fun. And if you like it, buy it. The Daily Wire copied Bluey and makes shit movies. Don't let them fucking hear you say that, because apparently they made shit that nobody fucking knows about, but it's somehow good.
People is that I was making my skin color into an idol. Anything that you put above God becomes your idol. That is a thing that you give the most attention to. That is a thing that you worship. Everyone worships something. You can't escape it. So these people are saying anti-black, anti-black, anti-black. It's like it's literally copy and paste. These people live off of slogans. Anti-black. So you're assuming that there is some type of a religious doctrine of blackness. So what is it? Where is the standard of blackness? In what way should I be thinking and speaking and interacting in the world? If you're saying that I am anti-black, then that assumes that there is some type of standard.
Fucking gender you kicked out, bitch.
Who? Is it Al Sharpton? Is it Black Lives Matter? Is it Black Girls Gamers? Is it the collective of the black community? Well, there's your problem. Because that means that the standard of blackness and being pro-black can just change at a whim. If you make a company that says, we're all about diversity and amplifying black voices, and then here I come along, and then you say, oh, you're anti-black? Okay, well, what is the metric that you are using to say that I'm anti-black? You're just making it up as you go. Cut the crap, man. You just make up these rules and regulations about what blackness is, but at the end of it all, it means nothing. So who makes it?
I got a question. Can't I use this same logic for individuals who want to take out, and I mean this not in the literal take your life sense, but in the fucking, hey, we are wanting a little bit different around here. We want to take out the trans agenda based on your metric of what you think is good. Wouldn't that be the case? Like, wouldn't that be objectively the same thing?
It's a standard for anti-blackness who makes a standard for pro-blackness. And why should I care about my blackness anyway? My identity is not my blackness. My identity is who God says I am. And for those who don't know God, you make a God out of your skin color. And when you make an organization that says this is a space for black women or black folks now, because now we're also including trans women, so men. So I don't...
Red, that was not a pile driver. Shut the fuck up.
Honestly, I can't keep up. When you make a group that says this is for this type of skin color only, you have no grounds to complain that other people of other skin colors can do the same thing. But here's the thing, my friends. I don't see the world through a racial lens. I used to, but I refuse to do it now. I voted for Obama because he was black. I didn't know anything about his policies. I just voted for him because he's black. Talk about supporting black businesses. Don't ask any questions about whether or not the business is good or not, or whether or not the policies are good. If he's got a brown face, we got to vote for him, duh. But when it really comes down to it, the only diversity that matters is diversity of thought. I disagree with a lot of my viewers. We have friendly conversations and we'll bounce different ideas back and forth. And sometimes I'll end live streams knowing that we still walked away disagreeing, but but at the end of the day, we still see the humanity in one another. You know?
I hate that she says this knowing that she tried to grill my ass for what I said about that movie. I hate it. I hate that she said, because she hounded me. Or she attempted to. I ain't gonna say she did. I'm gonna say she attempted to. And she will admit that. And I got her, because she was so ready, and she'll tell you this out of her own neck. She was so ready for me to just be like argumentative about it, and I wasn't. Got her. I told y'all I know how to surprise motherfuckers with the quick knives. What movie? The Gothics documentary? Absolutely. It's like poorly promoted documentary. It's like, ain't no fucking way you just gonna drop random trailers like 6 months apart from each other and then all of a sudden just drop it on everybody. Yo, documentary about to be out. And then when it's out, motherfucker doesn't even like do an ad campaign for it, or doesn't even be like, fuck it, let me spruce something together quick, because it was brought to my attention, it was spur of the moment, which makes it even worse. Overly, just like every so often in the stream, be like, hey guys, documentary is out. Every video, do like the documentary is out. And I think now it's even worse, because after time has gone by, I do like this. So I don't have the name of the person who asked me straight up if this game is fun. I do like the fucking mini game where we slap box at each other just back and forth. It's fun. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when I lose and then I gotta pay the consequences for it. And then BAM! I take the advantage. Didn't watch it. Listen, if you're somebody who already knows the story of Gothics because it's been in damn near, well, I ain't gonna say damn near every video. That's kind of a lie on my part. If you've watched like Gothics' videos from like maybe 2020, 2021, you know the story of Gothics. If you have no idea, but you want to know about Gothics, you can watch that documentary. Like, you objectively walk away from that knowing a lot. I reckon, like, if I were to promote any clip of that documentary, it's the ending. And no, that's not a shot. And no, that's not an insult. That's to say, the ending had probably the most tear-jerkerish fly part in the fucking documentary. And it made me go, shit. I'm so happy for this motherfucker. Let's talk about Diddy. That shit is hilariously depressing. Does anybody see my username on this fucking game? Did anybody catch my username? And that is my entire spiel about the Diddy thing. No, I'm not listening to these motherfuckers who are like, y'all do anything to tear down a black man. Because it's like, why is that your take when this motherfucker seems to have literally did all that shit? Like, you can tell me about some conspiracy theory about him trying to overtake some fucking business and that not working out, and the business is coming back to fucking get consequences. But then I think to myself, all right, so you didn't do all that shit and they just making it up? Because they got a mountain of evidence on your ass to raid your fucking crib. They're not raiding you for free. They're not raiding you for the fun of it. Been watching her as long as I've been watching you, since 2020. Oh, that's probably accurate. Bow. I can't never strike back on this motherfucker. Jay Uso try to get active. Hold on. Psych, dick. Bro, do y'all know it's been like a year, if not two, since that fucking song of R. Kelly talking about how he admitted dropped? Bro, talk about a fucking whiplash memory that I completely forgot about. I forgot about that shit. You just not gonna press play after I hit space?
I do not agree with anything that Black Girl Gamers is doing. I don't agree with anyone that thinks that they are somehow going to eradicate hatred from the world by having shouting matches on Twitter and calling everyone anti-black.
Madam? Might I direct you to individuals who you might be a fan of who do that thing? Who do shouting matches? Not even including me. You can include me if you so choose, and I won't be able to disclaimer. I won't be able to fucking say no to that because I absolutely do.
Heaven forbid.
I'm not reading that Toe Goblin because, wow, that's a bad fucking case to have on you to be saying that. That's wild.
Transphobic. I don't agree with them, but I don't hate them. I see the humanity in them. And I was blind, and eventually I woke up. And I think that the type of backlash that this group is getting might cause people to wake up. And I hope that's the case, I really hope so. But
if your political awakening comes from a motherfucking video game company saying they want to sue motherfuckers, you're doomed to fail. I ain't gonna fucking lie to you. You doomed to fail if your fucking awakening is somehow tied to a fucking gaming consulting company wanting to sue people. Talk about a shitty awakening. Hey, what was your awakening to fight back against the leftists? Oh, it was black girl gamers saying they wanted to sue geeks and gamers because they did a YouTube video. Talk about top 10 worst fucking stories to tell anybody. I ain't gonna lie. See, Toe Goblin? Look at you. Now you're getting questioned by the chat. See? That's why you don't fucking say that shit. Most people got into the political awakening due to Gamergate. Now I fucking see why this shit don't mean nothing. That's y'all political awakening? Motherfuckers crying about video games? No fucking wonder politics is a fucking joke. Man, y'all really gotta get the fuck now. I thought y'all had to get the fuck before, but y'all definitely gotta get the fuck now. I'll be damned.
But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to say about this topic. The whole reason I decided to make this video isn't to rehash the drama, because trust me, all of that is already included in my documentary. I don't need to endlessly talk about the same things over and over and over again.
Ma'am, you know you do, right? I love you, but you know you do. Like, you don't fucking talk about it in detail, but you describe it damn near every chance you get. This is probably the first time in a while you've gone into in-depth with it. But you let motherfuckers know, yeah, remember when I had my awakening? Remember this? Like, bro, it's not new. You play the Stellar Blade demo yet? What? And I mean, what the fuck is Stellar Blade?
But when I first got kicked out of BGG, no one would listen to me. I mean, there were people that stood by me, but the people that were in that community, no one wanted to hear it. It is literally an ideological cult. So I hope that this video will encourage you, if you are a part of BGG or any community for that matter, where you feel as though you have to kowtow to all of their nonsensical talking points.
Daily Wire, baby!
Don't believe that. Don't do it. Leave. Yeah, they might call you anti-black and transphobic and this, that, and the other. Are you really going to live your life based on the opinions of others? Like, honestly, think about that for a second. These are people who I trusted, and then they turned on me the second that I wasn't parroting their script. And if they can do that to me, they can do that to you. Okay? There's a popular phrase about how the left always eats their own, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. Granted, the right does it too, but there's a lot of truth to that. So
please go into depth with that one. I kind of want you to go into depth with that one. Because the right's eating its own right now. And it's awesome. What the fuck is this? Shit. Oh, this shit come out next month. Almost to the date. What happened to Candace Owens? She was an employee that either got let go, fired, quit, or just didn't renew the contract. Pick the poison. And you'll probably never hear about it in any descriptive detail, because NDAs are a wonderful thing. NDAs are like such a wonderful fucking thing that always seem to come in handy for shit like this. Because for shit like this, that's the cheaper version. So look, you just lied. Because I can clearly see the deluxe edition is right there. I don't know who the fuck you attempting to fool, but you can't fool me. I said 70 because that's the standard edition. So next time you want to try, please try somebody else. Like, for God's sake, please try somebody else. Everyone eats their own at some point. Whatever side you're on, it's always around. Duh. Candace was having a lot of hot takes about the star people. Hasn't she been doing that? It seems like a weird reason to fire her if they did it for that reason. Honestly, let me ask you something. Who cares? She's a diversity hire. I'm gonna keep that train rolling. What credit did she have to work for some random fucking publication that was fighting back against the culture? But it turns out, you know who I'm really mad at? I'm mad at all you motherfuckers that bought into that. You bought into a company selling you a bunch of fucking shit based on your emotions about how you feel about certain political groups and how they do shit that you don't like. And so they all came together and said, you know what we should do? Something. And y'all bought into it. And now y'all having a come to Jesus moment. The way you gotta, once again, pick a fucking side between the Daily Wire and Candace Owens. I said this years ago. You motherfuckers was going to have to pick. And I specifically said motherfuckers on the right because you motherfuckers swore up and down you were all in this together. This ain't High School Musical, motherfucker. Motherfuckers had to pick their side between Candace Owens, Nick Fuentes, Candace and Kanye versus Ben versus The Quartering, Steven Crowder versus Daily Wire. Y'all been doing this shit for like 4 years. And for some reason, y'all all lie to each other talking about how we're all in this together. Such a fucking shame. Such a motherfucking shame. And I would feel bad. But I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's all I really wanted you guys to think about. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button, and make sure you check out the
What? There's 3 minutes left. Why are you signing off?
Gothics documentary. You can find more information on that at gothicsfilm.com. It's currently streaming on Lore. It will hopefully be available to stream on Amazon Prime Video soon, hoping that they actually approve it.
This is another thing. Like, I might be tweaked out of my fucking mind, but I might be this is another fucking thing. Y'all wanted these on all these different platforms to get motherfuckers to pay to see it. You wanted motherfuckers to pay to see it. You could have just dropped that shit on your YouTube channel. But me. But I got a whole bunch of butts when I made that point. So fuck it. I guess I just let a sleeping dog lay. Like, I thought you ended the stream just to find out YouTube was asking me if I wanted to take a break.
But yeah, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.
Disney has found
The motherfucker put the trailer for the fucking documentary at the end of Why were you not doing this months ago? All right, we're done with that. Now the next one. This is 5 reasons why I left the left and woke ideology. I don't know this man. Man looks like a strapping young man.
I almost myself because of how debilitating the anxiety and depression had become. For so long, I wandered around aimlessly lost, not really knowing why I believed the things I was believing at the time.
Blind belief is a very hilarious thing.
For so long, I believed that my life was at risk merely just because I was black and gay, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Something that's always bothered me about being black and gay, that I was always told how to think, that because I'm black, I have to be a Democrat and I have to stand with Black Lives Matter. Because I'm gay, I have to stand with and co-sign everything the LGBTQ community does and claims to be. I've had enough, and like you, I don't like being told how to think, I don't like being told what to do, and I don't like being told how to feel. The past few years have been more than eye-opening, and in this video, we're gonna discuss why I don't identify myself as a Democrat and the top 5 reasons why I lean more center-right on certain issues. And what sucks the most about these issues that I will talk about is that no one can really be open in their views about this.
Yes, you can. I don't know why y'all let motherfuckers online try to dictate y'all what y'all can and can't say. I mean, I was in that trap, I ain't gonna lie, but then I just said, fuck it, and just walked out with my cock out. You know? Which is kind of what you should be fucking doing. Like, I don't see how you're supposed to be fucking scared. Hold on 1 fucking second. Just gotta let the beat come in. Whoa!
A lot of people are scared to speak out on this in fear of being canceled and doxxed, and
everybody who doesn't watch wrestling doesn't know why I just did that.
To some people, it's just not worth the risk, and it sucks. But if you want to speak out about this, hell, not even just speaking out, but just in general, you don't want to be doxxed, then I highly recommend you taking a look at today's sponsor, Aura. It is genuinely...
I mean, if a motherfucker docks you, send them to the fucking gulag known as the legal system.
That they got the spam call protection, identity theft protection, financial fraud protection. It's easy to use, really an app for everything, and exploit your private. RA lives matter. I used to be in the streets marching with BLM until I realized that they...
I might be from the only fucking city that never did a fucking BLM march. I'm lying, because I did see motherfuckers post at a fucking college about doing like a march, and they did it. So I'm lying. Oops, my bad.
Only care about black lives when it's at the hands of a white man. I used to believe that I would get shot and killed by the police just for being black, until I realized that more people get struck by lightning than black unarmed men get shot by the police. I also used to believe that America was the most horrible and racist country to be in, until I traveled abroad to other countries and realized and understood why so many people try to immigrate here in the first place.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. All y'all that talk about America being the worst place, I ain't even gonna lie to you. If you somebody who's like, this is the most racist country, this is the most misogynistic country, this, that, and the third, please, I'm begging y'all, somehow go to one of these other countries and see how fucked you'd be. And listen, I have no update on this. There's a woman who went to jail in Dubai for talking loud, if not yelling. Fuck it. America, America.
Black Lives Matter really took my fear of being black to the next level. For so long, I felt that because I was black, I had to just go along with the narrative. I have to be a Democrat. I have to stand with BLM. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You're allowed to come to your own conclusions and think for yourself.
See, this is what I don't get about some of y'all. Y'all tell me the same fucking stories about, oh my God, you can think independent. Weren't you supposed to be doing that from fucking jump? Now listen, I can understand motherfuckers like hearing me say that and be like, you don't understand. Motherfuckers have bad families and they can't fucking and then you gotta fucking say like, no, you don't, motherfucker. Just don't participate in this shit. Like, what law dictates you have to participate in shit? But do y'all understand? Do y'all really fucking understand that you as a kid, you don't have to do none of this shit? Your whole goal in life as a kid is shut your ugly ass up, don't piss the bed, and go to school and get a fucking grade that's somehow good. Like, that's what you gotta do.
I went down to my first BLM rally back in 2017.
I don't listen to my family anymore on political issues. Like, if I could give y'all my perspective on like political issues as a kid growing up, nobody wanted to fucking hear what I had to say because I was a fucking kid. The two most significant moments in my life that have to do with politics as a kid, or if you want to count 3 in being a teenager, is number one, when I was told and forced to do a fucking history project on Democrats or Republicans, and the only reason I pick Republicans is because my favorite color is red, and I was told, nah, we Democrats in here. And I didn't think anything of it. Why? Because it's a fucking history report and I'm in the 4th grade. Why the fuck would I care about that? And one of you dipshits would be like, oh, that's a sign. No, it isn't. It's a sign I, to this day, didn't give a fuck. And I just did the fucking assignment and got my fucking grade and walked off. Cody, did you have to fucking hit me that fucking aggressively, Birdie? What's the second one? It was when Obama became president and they literally stopped the whole school day to watch that fucking inauguration. And I shit you not, on them fat back computer sized monitors, motherfuckers was sitting at their desk sleep. And you know what we did after that? We watched Alvin and the Chipmunk animated movies. Hello, what a great political fucking awakening as a 4th grader. The third one is the one I talked about, I think the last stream, if not a couple streams before that, when motherfucker was like, well, Hillary Clinton is for sure going to win. And I just asked, what if Trump win? And motherfucker was like, he's not going to win. And then the motherfucker disappeared for a couple days. Bow! Get your shit rocked by Sammy. So yeah, that's Leon's 3 political moments in his fucking life. What that tell you about me? It tell you I don't give a fuck. And I'm easily sidetracked. And you motherfuckers could go around just believing motherfuckers and whatnot. And maybe it's because the fucking trauma of finding out Santa Claus wasn't real doomed me of this fate. But I don't fucking trust anybody. Who's my favorite chipmunk? Alvin, of course. Have you seen me, motherfucker? I'm lying. It's the fat one. The fat one was fun. The fat one was funny. You know? Boom! Oh my God, what a cover animation. Theodore, if that's his name.
And I was just taken aback at what I saw. It was my first and last rally. Why is it that when I was bringing up black on black crime or the lack of fathers in the home, all of a sudden I'm deflecting? All of a sudden I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm a coon? Why? I thought this was Black Lives Matter and we're gonna talk about all the black lives that are being lost.
No,
but that wasn't the case.
No, my intermediate fasting sounding child. It's all about the ideas and the perceptions perpetuated by a group of people that only want one thing to be the problem. That's it.
And then while I'm sitting there, I'm like, why are they going towards the interstate and marching and blocking traffic? What does this have to do with anyone that's merely just going about their day? What does this have to do with anybody or an ambulance that's behind that can't get to the hospital now because you sit here blocking traffic because you think you're oppressed for being a black man in America? Child, it turned me off so much. It was the liberal media, Democrats, BLM telling me that white supremacy is a threat to black people in America, and I'm sorry, it's just not. When was the last time a black person's life has been affected by someone in a white hood?
Yeah, you say white hood specifically. That's a fair point. I feel like I'm forgetting Ahmaud Arbery and what happened there because I feel like that was drastically a situation where you could say, yeah, that motherfucker who shot him needs to go. And motherfucker needs to go. Steadfast. Do a New Day tag team. Why? Why the fuck do you want that? And why is Solo? Why? What the fuck? This is why I don't like universe mode. I gotta force all this shit to make sense. Why the fuck is it? Why the fuck? Why? What? No, all of that's just wrong.
The Klansman is the least of my worries here in America. BLM wanted me to believe that white people are damaging black lives, but I don't see how. During 2020, it wasn't the KKK that was out here shutting down streets, it was black people. It wasn't the KKK out here burning down and looting black-owned businesses, it was black people. It wasn't the KKK that killed 91% of black people that year, it was other black people. At some point, black people have to take a step back and stop playing the victim for these situations and take accountability for how we act and how our culture promotes certain things.
Then what? Then what? What's the next step?
We need to examine how we're impacting our own environment and not how white people have anything to do with this because they don't, okay? Maybe they did in the past. There are some horrible things that we've done to black people in America, but listen, it is 2024. There's nothing that I can do that some white person can't. We can't change what happened to us, but we can always change going forward. And that's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on being the change going forward, taking what we have and building on that. But we can't do that when all we're doing is just focusing on the past and just thinking that we can't get certain things because the white man's above us, the white man's oppressing people in America. No.
Next step, bettering our community. Who's this zesty ass black guy? Apparently his name is Amir Odom.
We're past that and we're beyond that.
And we're learning about why people are leaving leftism. But you know, as I stated maybe a week ago, they all got the same story. I was a part of this and then I left. How many times can I hear that?
And we can be and do anything we want to be as a black person in America. And I don't hear Democrats promoting that message. They always want to talk about promoting black voices this, black voices that. But it's never, we'll get into this later, but it's never for the merit. It's never for what that black person is doing. At this point, it's merely just because they're black. But as a black man in America, I do not stand with nor support or condone the Black Lives Matter organization because what have they done for black people? Yeah, they raised nearly $100 million. Yeah, they bought 3 mansions, but what have they done for the black community? What did donating to Black Lives Matter, what did marching, what did posting that black square do for black Americans here in America? Please.
I stand to let you all know that the black square thing was the nail in a coffin for anybody taking that shit seriously, at least in 2020. Because I shit you not, motherfuckers told people to just fucking post a black square and just tag BLM in it, ignoring damn near everything that could have fucking been important in terms of finding out information about protests, about lives being lost, the status of court dates. But no, let's just post a black square. What a great fucking idea that was.
Tell me, what did they do? What did they solve? Where's the solution that came from all that? BLM pushed me away from liberals for this very reason. And I was looking to the right and over here talking about all lives matter. But when you sit back and think about it, we got Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, Hispanic Lives Matter, Indigenous Lives Matter, Ukraine Lives Matter, Palestine Lives Matter. Like, it's apparent that all lives matter. Again, BLM with the constant lies that my life is under attack by the police force in America, and that's just not true. There's no data to suggest that I need to be ducking and hiding from police.
The black square wasn't the problem. It was the corrupt motherfuckers that hijacked for personal gain. No, motherfucker. I mean, you're right, but that's not what I'm talking about. Talk about how it seemed like this fucking traction was going to gain so much steam, and then it died when these motherfuckers didn't know how to actually spread true information. And he just let a fucking black square fuck the whole thing up. Hold on. Y'all see this? Y'all know what time it is? Dial this shit up. Fucking 6-1 motherfucking 9. Hold on. Give me that fucking title, fuck nigga.
White liberals telling me that as a black man, I'm oppressed and we need to fight for equal rights so that we can be seen as equal.
Hold on.
You homegirl, you not above me.
Shit.
Just because you white and pale, that don't mean nothing to me. You don't have more rights than me. I ain't getting sprayed by no water hose. And I don't know nobody's massa, 2 bushels of cotton. No, it's literally 2024. I keep saying that, but like we're past all of this idea that black people are just so oppressed and have it down and bad.
Hold on, I can't power bomb this motherfucker. Hold on. When the fuck you ever seen Rey Mysterio do this shit?
And that we're just in the shambles. No. And then they also say black lives need reparations. For what? How we want reparations when we tearing down our own communities nonstop? It's the Democrats and the liberals that kept telling me that, yeah, black people have it so bad and that black people are so far behind.
What is he saying here that I haven't said? Where's the part about you got 5 reasons you fucking fixated on BLM? Fuck.
How and where? I'm not about to sit here and really think and live a life that I'm living the same life that my grandparents are living in the 60s.
BLM was a scam since 2011. I remember when they started from the Mike Brown shooting. That's not when they started. His family's still waiting on that money for the funeral. I hate to break it to you, that's not when they started. It died because they backed the wrong causes and violence associated with the movement. Motherfucker, you're so serious about what you're saying. Listen to me. It was so funny. They wanted you to post that black square and they fucked it up. Oh my God, my cranium. He should talk about the right, how the right sees women. He should talk about how the right sees gay people. Because I'm assuming, based on what he's saying, he is part of the well, he's not completely affiliated, but he's loosely associated with all things LGBT plus the Q. And I'm certain he's heard motherfuckers say outright, I'm gonna pray for you to get that lifestyle out of you. I'd hate for him to be trans. The motherfuckers wouldn't accept the paint on the fucking wall with him. Logan, the fuck are you doing? He's on Jubilee, middle ground, conservative gay versus liberal gay. What a fucking title. But you know what's crazy? They probably both hate each other, not realizing that one side hates them both and the other side uses them for shit. And you know what's crazy? I'm not specifying which one is which. That's up to you to interpret.
Great-grandparents living in the 1910s and great-grandparents that over here on the fields picking cotton that I'm living in the same life.
Hold on, we got to dial this shit up again.
I'm not.
He hit me.
I'm just not, and it's nowhere in comparison. I am my ancestors' dream. Everything they have ever wished for, I have accomplished and have and more. And that goes for a lot of black people in the United States today. We are their dream. We are free. There's so much opportunity out there for us to grab and go get, and we can do that. It just always just blew my mind that I was being told all these things from, you know, the more liberal side and democratic side of Black Lives Matter, but it's not motivating, it's not inspiring, and a lot of it just isn't true. You know, with 90% of black people vote Democrat, but why? Our communities are rotting, and we're blaming white people for
Because they view their opposition as a group of people that aren't doing anything to help us. And even in the sense of black leaders, they're not doing a good fucking job either, no matter if they're Republican or not. Would you like to know about the fucking interview Eric Adams just did on the Breakfast Club, where he got completely bitched out? He got railroaded, and it wasn't even unfair. It was completely fair. That dude got owned objectively. And it's because he'll sit there and let you know one thing, but won't have that same level of consistency for any of them. Who are black leaders? Are there any? Well, I'm more so speaking towards the political sense. The mayor of Chicago, the Dalton mayor, that's the Disney villain, Eric Adams. What's this one lady? Who's the fucking mayor? I don't think, is it the mayor of Louisiana or just the mayor of New Orleans? What's the fucking Mayor Cantrell? There are black leaders who are actually in a position of leadership, not motherfuckers who have been going around saying P. Diddy is a fucking leader, and motherfuckers like who will say Kanye West is a leader. I'm talking about motherfuckers in actual power to make a significant change in the world. Like, because I know you asked that question in forms of sincerity, but if you wanted me to troll, fuck it. I guess Bernie Mac would be my leader. Dave Chappelle could be my leader, but you know. Eric Adams is a dumbass. I met Eric Adams on New Year's during New Year's Rock Eve. He's a spineless coward. He's a politician. What do you exactly expect from him? Hold on. Y'all feel that? I gotta make a phone call. First three numbers, 619. Hold on. Bitch, we gonna take it from the west side. Hold on, I gotta do one more. I gotta do one more for good measure. I gotta do one more, make sure you out of here for real. Hold on. Words. Why do you always come in here and type words, Rex? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why you do that? I gotta do one more from the west side. Fuck, he got up. You still gonna lose? That's a sign of dick in your mouth. Hold on. Let me clean it up for you. Bing! Why the fuck did he get back up? Who told this motherfucker to bop? Hold on. Hey! I'm still gonna lose. Uno, dos, tres.
for literally everything without realizing that we're voting for the same people and the same policies decade over decade. Like, what is the harm in trying something new? Hell, a lot of black people
The harm in trying something new is it not working out at all. The harm in trying something new is that it's a personal waste of time against individuals' morals and beliefs just for the satisfaction of other motherfuckers so that they can feel like they've won because their Overton window has seemingly shifted to their side. Because instead of actually looking at the world for what it is, a fucking catacomb of nothing but nonsense, and a mascot who's just going to sit there, you know.
who are out there voting Democrat but not even understanding why.
Hold up. Who said I was going to lose? Look at that. That looked like a winner to me.
They're voting Democrat. They're just doing it because that's the expectation that black people have. Whereas white people, they're all over. They're all sides of the fence. They got white liberals, white Republicans. They're all over. They have the conversations, debates. They try to get to solutions. But then you have black people.
Why your character just like Captain Underpants? Go, and I mean this in the meanest way possible, fuck yourself.
Voting all Democrat, and the second you have a black person that's on the other side, you barely won't even talk to them. You just shut them down. Like, how is it that we can't even communicate as a community, and we want all this change? The math isn't mathing. It all just became so frustrating, and that's why I just stepped away from all of it. Do I believe that Black Lives Matter? Do I believe that there are some injustices that are still happening to black people and we need to work on it? Yes.
You can't do that entire spiel and then end it with, I do believe there's discrepancies in the information there. I do believe that there's you can't do that. And I hate it because I've done it. I fucking be like, there's no such thing here, but are there versions of it somewhere else? I fucking hate when I've done that shit. Fuck.
I'm blacker than 11:59 p.m. I care about my life, okay? But I don't need to stand with this organization, Black Lives Matter. I don't need to stand and be a devout Democrat and devout liberal to believe and have those thoughts. I think for myself, and you can too. The LGBTQ community. Why should what I do in private automatically define my worldview, politics, habits, and culture? How come if one...
Boy, you'd hate. I hope you're not a part of the conservatives, because...
is gay, they're
Them
automatically
got something to
lumped
say
into
about
this
bow. I
LGBTQ
missed.
community. But if someone's straight, they're just straight. Like, why can't gay people have that? There is no straight community. Straight people don't make being straight their entire identity. But for some
Are you sure about that? That sounds like you talking in absolute, good buddy, and I don't recommend you do damn. And I don't recommend you do that, because when you talking absolute, that means if I show you something that directly is the opposite of what you claim, you're gonna be sitting there looking stuck, dumb, and stupid. I said stupid.
reason for gays, that is their entire identity.
Who is this dude? He kind of cooking. Amir Odom.
And then it's like me saying that automatically makes me some type of homophobic person, even though I'm gay. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, y'all. The LGBTQ community and Democrats and liberals have just gone extremely too far left for me. You'll find drag queens reading to little kids. They're pushing the transitioning on the little kids. They're promoting and
Something I don't agree with. Dangerous thing to assume that a child is able to understand any form of understanding as it relates to sex, gender, and sex change operations, even with what's the thing? Even with the puberty blockers, it's a little bit confusing to me how I'm supposed to understand that a child is ready, willing, and able to understand that entire concept without laughing my fucking ass off at anybody who makes that point. Especially when motherfuckers go around doing things that arguably would be viewed as illegal to, quote, help the trans youth. And by illegal, I mean running around giving DIY versions of this shit to children. I think that is wild. And if you do that, you're wildin', Brody. I ain't even gonna front. That's a wild thing to fucking do.
and pushing, you know, these pride parades that are that's full of nothing but degeneracy onto these children. It's just nothing there, and it's too much for me. And it's crazy because it's the LGBTQ community and the Democrats that swear up and down that they're the party of diversity and inclusion and acceptance, but no, they're only for equality if your thoughts are equal to theirs.
You might not want to go near the conservative party, because I got some bad fucking news for you. Y'all want to see me hit the ref? Hold on. Bow! What the fuck? Hold on. I'm trying to get bow! Ooh. I didn't mean to hit you, but next time, get the fuck out of the way. Hey, bitch, sit your ass. Hey, bow! Hey, stop all that fucking moving. Hold on. Bow! What the fuck, bitch? You made a steal? Hold on. Fuck, she hit me. I know what to do. First of all, hold on. You're chopping me a little bit too much. All right. I'm going to send you. Hold on. I'm going to send you out the fuck. Oh, no, I'm not. What? Thought I was. She tanked that shit twice. That shit crazy.
That's it. Other than that, you're kicked out. You don't think it's okay for men and women to share the same locker room? You're transphobic now. You don't think it's okay for men and women to compete in sports together? You're transphobic now. You don't think it's okay for 12-year-old girls to choose to have a double mastectomy? You're transphobic now. Like, literally, all it takes is for you to have an opinion, and you're all of a sudden labeled a bigot, homophobic, transphobic. The list goes on. And I just got tired of it. It's ghetto. It's played out. I don't need any of that, and you don't either. They're here saying that.
While I do agree with you on all these stances and how motherfuckers would look at you and say, oops, you're out of here if you hold these beliefs of all these things that are arguably reasonable. I hope he's not on the conservative side of things, because these motherfuckers are actually going to go above and beyond to shut you out if you speak against what they want you to speak against. And you know what's crazy? This motherfucker if he says the wrong thing at the funniest time, motherfuckers gonna be on his ass, and I retain.
All Republicans are homophobic. Where? If anything, I see that Republicans just want the kids out of it. But when it comes to being gay, yeah, they don't like it. But shit, I don't like straight people. I don't like what straight people do in bed. And straight people don't like what gay people do in bed. We can agree to disagree and keep it pushing. And that's what I do see them doing, is keeping it pushing. But it's the liberals, it's the Democrats that start holding us back. Kids this, trans this. Leave it alone. When you really look at it for what it is, I'm hard pressed to find some Republicans that really do genuinely hate me. Are they there? Yes, there's fringes on both sides.
Oh,
but
thank
in regards
you.
To
That's all I wanted. I should have just waited. Look, I should have just waited. If I'd have waited, I'd have got it. Look, he said what I wanted him to say. I also realized this wasn't on 1.5 speed.
My opinion, letting me live my life, I see way more Republicans just being more chill with it, letting me be and exist. As long as, you know, I'm not being crazy. Majority of the center-right people and Republicans that I come across, they just don't like the degeneracy that they see that mainstream media, the leftists, and the LGBTQ community is promoting and highlighting. Which personally, I totally understand, because even myself, I don't identify, I don't get along with the LGBTQ community as a whole. I don't like the pride parades. I don't like all the things with the children. I don't like a lot of the things that go on. And that's okay for me to do. If you're gay out there, it's okay for you not to like all the little things about the LGBTQ community. But
it'd be better if there was something other than just Democrats and conservatives to choose between. There is. But you motherfuckers don't know that because your schools didn't teach you that there's a third party fucking vote. But you motherfuckers don't do that, even though every fucking year you talk about how both candidates aren't really fucking good. There is a third fucking party, but it's not as popular because it's nothing but a bunch of low rent losers. If you crack open a fucking history book, you might know about this shit, but fuck, motherfuckers don't know how to read any fucking more. If you motherfuckers knew how to fucking read, you'd actually be able to get some fucking where. I agree with Divine, or you could just have no affiliation to these motherfuckers at all and laugh at them. Just laugh at all sides, it's better. It's
also
funnier.
shouldn't just make you a transphobic, homophobic bigot. Again, they always hip and holler about diversity this, diversity that, when a lot of them are just a bunch of copy and paste clones. Like, for some gay people, they just want to chill. They see straight people chilling, and gay people want to chill too. Why do I have to like the drag queens? Why do I have to watch RuPaul Drag Race? Why do I gotta be all...
It is now time for me to consider bringing in a new political party, the Leon Party. A party where we just don't do shit. And our only goal is to abolish taxes. The money you earn is the money you deserve to keep. And you should not have to pay it back. The IRS... No, I don't want it. And that's my shit.
promiscuous on
I
Grindr.
can't stop listening to Holla Bad Girl. Every day you do something I deem out of the ordinary. And yes, you listening to that shit is so fucking out of the ordinary for me, I can't even understand.
I don't get it. And
I don't even believe you saying that. Cause ain't no holla back girl, ain't no holla back girl.
Oh, it's so sad and it frustrates me because there's so many young gays out there that see the leftist gay people, the LGBTQ community, and they think they have to be that. And I'm saying that from experience because when I came out the closet, I flew out that closet. When oh my gosh, I really thought I had to be in that culture. I had to download Grindr, I had to hook up all the time, I had to love the drag queens, I had to wear the rainbows. And that's not true. It's okay for you to be gay and just be, the gayest thing about you literally is what you do behind a closed door. You don't have to be in this big community. You don't have to do all these things and follow all these rules. You don't. It's played out. You really don't have to. And I don't like the pressure in how the LGBTQ community and mainstream media, the Democrats, leftists, how they're promoting and highlighting what gay is. Because a lot of times this is not how it is. This isn't to say that there's anything wrong with the feminine gays out there. Do you? There's obviously feminine things about me. My hands and wrists is lint flying all over this damn screen. And I love Beyonce. I'm out here twerking. I get it. Trust me. But I'm talking to the people who think they have to be this copy and paste clone. This idea of what gay is. You literally, it sounds so cliche, but just be yourself. It is okay. Again, it's all just frustrating. And it's for that reason the LGBTQ community really pushed me away from liberals and Democrat policies because what they're saying, what they're doing.
You know what's crazy? This motherfucker's got like 3 more fucking reasons.
It is so far removed from my life and the things that I like to promote and talk about, I don't even relate with them. And when you do take into account a lot of these Republican bills and laws, like the Don't Say Gay bill law or the trans
It
exclusionary
wasn't
bill,
a Don't Say
look
Gay
into what their laws
bill!
are for what they are, they're not that bad and they're not.
Fuck all of you that still say that shit. It was the fucking parental rights bill. That's objectively what the fuck it was. And if you can't fucking respect the fact that parents should be informed about what the fuck is being taught to their child, Fuck you.
What
Don't
the
have
Democrats are saying
kids.
they are. I mean, I'm in Tennessee. That whole drag ban for Tennessee, they don't want little kids to be in with front of these drag queens. And I have that in other videos to talk about that, but there's valid reasons and concerns why some parents feel that way. The Don't Say Gay bill in Florida, it wasn't necessarily a don't say gay. It was a, hey, let's try not to teach these kids about sexuality in 1st and 2nd grade. There's a lot of nuance to these bills, and it just takes you to not watch some random YouTube video, to not read a headline, but to actually go into the bill and read it for yourself to come up with your own conclusions. The border wall. How can we sit here and complain?
Oh, this is a new one. I ain't never heard a motherfucker complain about the wall.
About how bad America is, how America doesn't give a crap about its citizens, how we need to change, how we need to fight inflation, etc., etc. But then we're also fine with giving free housing, credit cards, health insurance, all these perks to illegal immigrants. Like the Democrats are raving about how bad America is, but then they're quick to usher in all these illegal immigrants. Like,
You're so crazy about these bills. Republicans got to vote on these motherfuckers too. And some Republicans vote in support of these things. Just in case y'all didn't know, some vote in support of this shit too. And they get outed.
Like, that's low-key kind of fake. Like, if America is as bad as you say it is, why do you want more people to come here? If you care about these people, why would you want to bring them into the place that you hate the most? What, so they can see how bad it is? It's like, clearly they're coming over here for a reason, and that reason being is because how great America is and all the benefits that they're getting on behalf of the Democrats pushing for these policies. Like, honestly, like, even when I was more liberal, this is one of the topics that I was always on the fence about, because it genuinely just didn't even make sense from a rational standpoint, a realistic
From
viewpoint.
out of
I don't know,
somewhere.
it never made sense. The opposition to proper security just never clicked with me. We all have locks and doors to protect our own homes. There's a lot of us that live in gated communities, not even just for home, but gated apartment building complexes to protect our own little community. We have armed guards and security to protect our banks, our politicians, our celebrities. Yet for our own country, there's people and politicians advocating for nothing. It doesn't make sense to me. How are you as a politician, some of these people, living behind a 24/7 gated community, but you want open borders for America? Miss ma'am, you don't even live behind open borders yourself. And on top of that, I'm a racist for wanting civil border protection and building a wall. Like, how is that anything racist when you're the same people hippering and hollering for Ukraine and Palestine, for them to have protection, for them to have a border, for them to secure their country? Now you care about security? Where's the consistency here? I remember back when President Trump wanted to build a border wall and everybody kept talking about, oh, it's too much money, it's too expensive. I'm sorry, the amount of money he was asking for is equivalent to the price of a new football stadium. It's not that much money in the grand scheme of things. At that, we just...
A new football stadium is a lot of money, bucko. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That even to renovate a fucking football stadium is a lot of fucking money. So let's be something, and it's fucking for real.
Just gave nearly $100 billion to Ukraine so we can protect Ukraine. We care about them, but we don't even protect and care about our own border, about all the drugs being smuggled in. Like mentioned in my border video, we got Indians, Chinese people, Russian people flying into Mexico to come up and into our country illegally. We got women and children out here being branded and shipped and trafficked all across the country, drugs being smuggled in at record rates. And then there's us, again, watching our cities crumble, going through this inflation, gas prices high, the groceries high, everything's just changing different, the crime rates going up. It's ghetto. It does not make sense to me. Why can't we just fight and strive to protect our own borders? You literally have a front door with a lock. You protect your own home. Why can't we protect our own country? If you were a business owner, you're protecting your business, you're gonna have locks, you're gonna have cameras. Why can't we do the same for our own country and where we live in, the place that we vote, the place that we have our rights? Because again, these illegal immigrants are coming here for a reason. There's so many liberal Americans that they just hate the idea of America and how bad we are, but they don't even acknowledge the sheer amount of people that are really striving to come here because everywhere else in the world is so bad. We got it good here in America. I'm sorry. We up here chilling, y'all. Chilling.
Both parties have waffled on the border issue, but don't let them motherfuckers fucking hear you say that, because apparently it's only that one side. Those dirty leftists like Kamala Harris, and the other one, the one that got a fucking anagram that should be on Call of Duty. The one whose name sounds like a fucking Call of Duty fucking weapon.
There's far too many people that don't even realize that. Woke ideology. I'm so tired of this fake diversity that the left, media, and Democrats are pushing onto everybody. It's played out, it's old, it's dusted. I'm tired of it. We need black representation. We need gay representation. We need women representation. We're sick of it. Just give me quality. All I want is quality. I want a quality business. I want a quality doctor. I don't want, and I'm sure you don't either, I don't want the first black trans woman heart doctor. No, if I'm getting heart surgery, I'm sure for myself and I'm sure for you, you just want the best doctor. Forget who it is. You want the best, supreme top heart surgeon. That's what we should be caring about. The merit, the quality of the people and who they are. Between this whole representation thing and affirmative action, I really do feel like it sets so many of us back. Because now you got people out here really thinking and questioning their own self-worth, and then the people outside looking within thinking, did they even deserve to be here in the first place? Did this woman get the job because of her resume, or did she get the job because she's a woman and we need a woman on the board? Did this black actor get this role because he's a good actor?
What a fucking horribly fucking precedent that people have set with that shit, though. It's like, you'll have fucking shit that you could legitimately question, and then you'll have basic shit that's like, why are you even bothering to question this? This is not a case of whatever the fuck it is you running around complaining about. It's a fucking case of, oh, this motherfucker worked their ass off for this fucking job, and they got it. And it's like, fuck, we done reached this weird point where we can't fucking, what the hell? We reached this weird point where we can't fucking operate in a logistic mindset, and now we gotta fucking say everything or assume everything is a fucking diversity high. What the fuck is beeping in my ear? Oh, it's memberships. Why the fuck? Where's my shit? I think it's only because I'm using Restream and I haven't set this shit up, so I'm getting dings for no reason. But would you? Fuck it. Stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food? Fuck. But I appreciate the gifted memberships. You individuals, who are they? Looney, Monkey, Gerald, John, Sid. You now have access to funny ass fucking emotes.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
It was a little bit of a delay.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Small, inconsequential delay.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
And to answer the question, no, I wouldn't. I got food poisoning from...
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
I got food poisoning from Panda Express, and it was nothing but white women.
Also, stop hiring black people to make Mexican food. Would you trust a white person to make you Chinese food?
Never doing that shit again, I promise you.
Or they needed to diversify the crew and they needed a black man on set. They truly have stripped people the opportunity to feel rewarded, to really feel like they accomplished something because of the merit and the quality they're putting in. And now you just have a lot of people just being picked based off the basis of their skin color, their gender, and who they're having sex with. And that's the opposite of what we've been striving for. We don't want to be judged like this, but all of a sudden, now with the identity politics, we are being judged this way. It honestly does just feel like a lot of liberals are confusing this idea of diversity of representation with the diversity of thought. Because personally, I'd much rather listen to a panel of 4 white men who all think differently than a panel of 4 different races and skin colors who all think the same. Because yes, sure, does this panel of the 4 different races and genders, do they look completely different? Does it look diverse? Yes. But it's a panel of 4 white men who all think differently that's going to add more intellectual diversity to the conversations at hand. That's going to be a fruitful conversation. There's going to be more debates. There's going to be more solutions. There's going to be more talking about what to come up with and what to create and further in this country. But to sit here and listen to a diverse panel of people who all look differently but they all think the same, that's not going to get us anywhere. Sure, it looks pretty. It looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like...
I would argue neither option gets you anywhere because it's pointless talking. Especially if you're motherfuckers who are content creators. The pointless babbling of wanting to debate and it leads to nothing is obscenely hilarious, but only to me, maybe.
Like me, I can relate, yada, yada, yada. It looks pretty and cute, but in the long term, in the actual things that matter, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like this woke ideology is driving me up a wall and driving a lot of us up the wall, and it's pushing us further and further away from the left into this like politically homeless void. Radical behavior. Again, it's like you're so proud to be the party of diversity and inclusion and acceptance, the liberals and the Democrats, but the second you have someone who thinks for themselves, you're exiling them and you're calling them bigots, you're calling them radical, you're kicking them out, you're being rude.
Candace Owens, anyone? She's a woman who believed in all the things she spoke up for. Come on, come on, come on. They do the same shit as leftists. Stay humble, my friend. I always do. That's because I got humbled in life.
You're trying to cancel them, you're trying to ruin their job, you're trying to dox them. Like, what happened to having fruitful conversations? There's a lot of things on the right that I do agree with, but there's still some things that I don't, right? So I'm in this void of like, I lean more right, I have more Republican friends, but I'm still independent at heart. Like, I don't label myself a Democrat, or I also don't label myself as a Republican either. I think
Thank you, God. It took 21 minutes for me to figure out what the fuck you were.
Myself, I vote on the values of whoever's running. And when it comes to topical conversations or like the items that I listed off in this video, I do lean right on them because it's like the right is the only people I'm seeing willing to have a conversation and really come to a solution. Whereas the left is just so all or nothing attitude. It's all or nothing with everything that they're doing. Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ community, border security. Like, it's
Candace Owens seems to be all or nothing on Andrew Tate. Candace Owens is just my one example. So fucking easy. She's fucking easy. Like, you motherfucker. I'll never get over motherfuckers who say she's one of the most popular people in America. Are you choosing not to go outside your own bubble when you state that fucking thing? Like when you say that loud lie, are you just saying that to say it? Or are you trying to get motherfuckers to argue with you about that one?
Everything is just, you have to ride with us. You have to believe everything we believe. And it's the center and it's the right that's really having these fruitful conversations that I'm honestly a fan of. Like, I'm sure just like you, I'm just tired. I'm tired of the BS. Whatever you may be, you don't have to be a Democrat. You're allowed to think for yourself. You're allowed to come up with your own conclusions. And
whatever you may be, you don't have to be this thing. Now, I got a question. What about all the motherfuckers who choose to be Democrat and they bring viable conversation to the Democratic side and Democratic policies? What, we just supposed to say fuck them because look at what they do on their side? A motherfucker could easily pull up January 6th and fucking these America First weirdos and be like, see, this is your side. It's mudslinging that's funny and inconsistent. And once you bring up how both sides do the same shit, it's a bunch of hours and wells, and that's not really the same. And you got to think about the context of this and blah, 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 baby.
And that's okay. Like, have I voted Republican in the past? For sure. Yes, I have. But that's because between Democrat and Republicans, I feel like I have no choice. I really do. And I don't align with a lot of things that Democrats are pushing and hollering for. I just can't sit here in good faith and align myself with the Democrats and the liberals. There's a very little that I align myself with on that side, but they're so far removed from my values and what I want for my future family, what I think a society should be, that I'm
sorry. Wait a minute. Future what?
And align myself with the Democrats and the liberals. There's a very little that I align myself with on that side, but they're so far removed from my values and what I want for my future family.
Mr. Gay Man, how you gonna get that family? How you gonna get that family? Damn, Mr. Gay Man. That motherfucker flew for that. Cause I got some bad fucking news for you. When it come to you wanting this family of yours. A lot of your Republican friends and brothers and muchachos, they complained very loud about motherfuckers who are gay getting kids, whether it be through adoption or surrogacy. So I fucking hope you ready for that fucking conversation to fall across your timeline. Or maybe you'll be smart and not broadcast anything in your personal life on the fucking internet.
I think a society should be, that I'm not one of them. I cannot claim to be. Again, there's a decent amount that I disagree with on the Democrats. And I'm not.
There's a well-known Republican pundit who's gay and got a kid through surrogacy, and these motherfucking weirdo conservatives rip this nigga apart.
Saying that Republicans are perfect either, but I am saying there's a lot of things on the Democrat liberal side that I just do not relate with. I do not condone, and I'm here to say that if you are black and gay, you don't have to be on that side either. Even outside of that, outside of race and sexuality, whoever's watching this video, you do know you can think for yourself and you're allowed to. Do not allow yourself to be led by mainstream media, any politician, influencer, whatever it may be. You control your life. You control where you're getting your information. Think for yourself. At the bare minimum, all I really want for you to do is know why you believe the things you believe. To have a firm foundation, to really understand and in full faith know why you feel the way you feel, and to stop walking around aimlessly lost, to stop depending on this influencer to say certain thing, to stop depending on what your family is telling you, to stop.
You mean like what you doing with this whole video? Oops. You mean like what you doing right this second, bud? To be fair, there are Republicans who see that's that cop-out shit I was talking about 2 minutes ago. That's the fucking cop-out.
Leaning on what your school is teaching you.
You are what you are.
Own it. And man, for so long, I had no idea why I felt the way I felt about certain topics. I was just being told how to think.
Because you were a blind fool who needed somewhere to feel validated, and you thought it was one place, but now you think it's another place. We'll see how long it lasts.
And enough is enough. So with that being said, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate you a ton. And as always, you know that you can be and will achieve anything you put your mind to on this planet. Just focus on you, only you, and you will accomplish all your goals and dreams you have set for yourself. So with that being said, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video.
What a wonderful piece of advice to end the video that you kept repeating throughout the video. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning about leftists and how they fucking are damaging to the peoples. I'm also learning how motherfuckers will speak very candidly about the leftists and word it almost as if the fucking conservatives don't do the same shit or don't do it as much. And I thoroughly believe that is a hilariously dangerous game. Bow!
Love you.
But you know what? This doesn't feel racist enough, so bring on the white girl.
Hi guys, it's Misha and welcome back to my channel.
I just gotta know. I gotta know my white women perspective, because we gotta get that gotta get that supremacy in us, baby. We get called supremacists all the time around here.
So today I wanted to make a video talking about why I left my old university and overall the left. So I'm just going to discuss some of the crazy things I saw in my old university, including the political agendas and all that great stuff. Before we get started, please make sure you guys hit subscribe and the notification bell so you guys don't miss my videos. So I grew up calling myself a Democrat, and
Now, I have a genuine question. I know I word damn near everything like I have a snarky comeback. I know I word everything like I have a snarky comeback, but I have a genuine question. What makes a fucking university woke? Is it the policies? Is it like the events they have? I'm genuinely asking because I don't know. And so hopefully one of you chooses to be helpful and not hurtful, and you genuinely fucking respond in kind, and don't you give me your trollness. I watch her occasionally as well. Fuck, I know all that typed in was why I left the left. I just picked random fucking videos.
pretty liberal, all that stuff, because all my friends were liberals and I went to a liberal high school. So I just sort of identified with that. Didn't really agree with a lot of stuff that my
Oh, so you just did it to fit in. We figured you out already, and it only took 30 seconds. You just did the shit to fit in, dork, loser, nerd. Fucking, do we even need to watch the rest of this? I've pieced this shit together already.
friends were saying, but kind of kept quiet because I saw everyone else that were speaking their minds literally
You
getting
a fucking follower, loser. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. You already let me know what you are. What the fuck? They just come up in my feeds. I hate the fact that this might come up in my feeds. Misha is pretty. I like her hair. Very gay of me to say, but I do like her hair. I'm a sucker for hair colors. Like, if it looks good, it looks good on you, bro. I also like her Amish fucking bedroom. You're so judgy. Might be. Look, my bad. Thought this was already known, motherfuckers.
shunned by the rest of the students. So I was like, okay,
Drama fiend, you might want to leave before I get to the last thing I'm gonna fucking watch.
better not touch that, because I know, oh, well, I can't really say what I actually think. But I think my journey started
Also,
after
you're a pussy. You motherfuckers is pussy, yeah? You're not being able to speak about what you truly believe in, yeah? Well, if you don't know all the fucking intricacies and all the things, man, you're fucking A1, yeah? You gotta be able to speak your mind on occasion, and if you don't fucking do it, you're nothing more than a Mongol, yeah? How could you fucking stand there and fucking act as if you know all the things? Can I wear the outfits on the screen? What do you mean, the fucking pink, green, orange pants or the fucking black and white jumpsuit? I could definitely wear both of these and rock it.
I watched The Social Dilemma, which is an amazing documentary that I watched on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore, but either way, it was so amazing, and I want to talk a little bit about that. So this was around the 2020 election, I believe. It basically talked about how big tech companies such as Facebook and YouTube were advertising certain videos to certain people. So let's say that you are a very conservative person, you're going to keep getting very conservative YouTube videos, for example, because
What a shocker. I believe they call that the algorithm.
they sell your information to other companies, and then those companies will say, oh, this person wants to see X, Y, and Z. And
That's crazy, because is it TikTok currently in the position to be banned from the fucking states for this exact thing? But let you motherfuckers tell it, you'll just say, I don't want a Japan company doing it. Okay.
so they will promote that on your page. I was getting a bunch of lefty, woke type of content, but this creates the illusion that everyone around you thinks the same way as you do, which is not the case. With my
It means you just dumb. If you fucking walk around thinking that shit, you dumb.
school and the people I associated with being very left-leaning, I thought that the right was just this small group of hillbilly, bigoted, racist people, because that's what they made them seem like. So because I was really blown away by this, I shared a post. It was basically a short clip of the documentary where the guy was talking about how it's really upsetting that friendships are being torn apart just because of political views, and that really hit home for me because I wasn't agreeing with a lot of what my friends were saying. This was during BLM and the Biden and Trump election, so a lot of the things that my friends were saying I wasn't in agreement with, and I felt very pressured to either keep silent or agree. So I posted this because in general, I thought it was really sad that a lot of friendships were being broken just because of a disagreement in political views, which I always thought was silly, because why can't we live in harmony and still be friends even if we have different political views?
Because you motherfuckers are spineless. It's clear you're one of them too. Like the way you've described yourself so far, and it's only been 2 minutes, tells me a little bit too much. That you are comfortable being a follower because you wanted to fit in so fucking bad. Loser.
It's really good to be friends with someone that has a different perspective and a different view on life in general, because if you're with the same people who have the same exact view as you, it doesn't really promote thinking or questioning anything. I thought that was really sad that we don't have these sort of debates and discussions anymore. Everyone has to agree with you, and if they don't, you can't be friends. I always thought that was really silly. So I'm gonna show you guys the video really quick.
The false sense that everyone agrees with you because everyone in your newsfeed sounds just like you. And that once you're in that state, it turns out you're easily manipulated.
We all simply are operating on a different set of facts. When that happens at scale, you're no longer able to reckon with or even consume information that contradicts with that worldview that you've created. That means we aren't actually being objective, constructive individuals.
What are Republicans like?
People that don't have a clue.
The Democrat Party is a crime syndicate, not a real political party.
A huge new
My God.
Pew Research Center study of 10,000 American adults finds us more divided than ever, with personal and political polarization at a 20-year high.
More than a third of Republicans saying the Democratic Party is a threat to the nation. More than a quarter of Democrats saying the same thing about the Republicans.
So after I posted this, I wasn't really expecting anything. I just posted it because I thought it was very true and resonated with me. But I was surprised. I got 3 or 4 of my friends text messaging me saying, why would you post that? Are you a Trump supporter now? Like, what's going on? Basically, they were ready to attack me. They were proving my point that I can't really post or say anything without people getting defensive or offended. And it really made me miss the days when we could all say, oh, let's agree to disagree. Because I used to say that a lot when
see, you're bad. You're a pussy. You don't want to fucking, oh God! You don't want to fucking conversate. You just want to not have any fucking issues. You want everybody to be at peace. Unfortunately, little girl, there is no peace. There is no problems. If everything was fucking hunky-dory, we wouldn't be in these scenarios. But we're in these scenarios, motherfucker. And because we in these because we in these fucking scenarios, we got all these motherfuckers that we want to agree to disagree. You want to piss me off? Try to fucking argue with me and then say, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. Choke backwards. I refuse to agree and disagree with anybody. I'm going to either agree or I'm going to disagree. Fuck you. There's no in between. I refuse the in between. The in between sucks. You motherfuckers going to learn. You got disagreed motherfuckers in this world, whether you like it or not. How the fuck do you choke backwards? Shut up. Are you speaking against me? The disenfranchised?
I would have debates with other people, and we were like, yeah, you know, you think this way, I think this way. It doesn't look like we're gonna find common ground, so let's just agree to disagree. But now that does not exist. If you disagree, you have to be canceled.
I don't believe your point. Fuck you.
And shunned. There's no freedom of speech anymore. So after high school, I went to my old university, which was known to be very, or not very, but pretty liberal in the sense that that's what they call themselves, even though they don't hold any of the actual traditional liberal values like freedom of speech, freedom of religion. And let me tell you, the first day, guys, I went into the campus. I had to use the bathroom, right? So I go into the restroom, and what do I see? I see a man, a 20-year-old man just in the bathroom. Let's say that this person was transgender, right? There wasn't any effort into like presenting female, none, okay?
Was this a college or was this Planet Fitness? Hell!
No like wig, no makeup, like zero. It was just a guy in a t-shirt, jeans. And I was looking around like, there are other women in this bathroom, and there's this guy in here. No one is saying anything. No one is giving it a second thought. And I'm like, well, I'm uncomfortable, so do 180 and I leave, because everyone feels like if they tell this person, you can't be in here, you're a dude, they're gonna get canceled. And then my classes start, and there were trigger warnings on every piece of literature. If you had this in your past, if you experienced that, you can leave the class, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. Literally raising toddlers, like you have to be coddled.
I feel like I've told the story of me being in a fucking women's rights class just because I needed like 3 more credits on my fucking college transcript to graduate. Man, talk about walking away not fucking respecting a class of people. Talk about walking away being pissed off.
Then protected from everything in the world. That's not how the world works.
Is this game really fun? I'm having fun. Fun is a very subjective fucking thing. You motherfuckers, some of you motherfuckers will sit here and argue about how Spider-Man 2 is not fun, and I will fucking say out the wazoo that fucking game is obscenely fun and will always be exciting.
was so annoying. Everything that we read and everything that we watched, the teachers had to put a trigger warning, even if it wasn't in any way offensive. This documentary says this curse word. So if you feel offended by this, then, you know, let the teacher know and you can exit the classroom during this part of the documentary. I was so confused. Within that same week, I was asked to then write a paper about how I was privileged being white, but also marginalized being a woman. So this was some intersectionality paper that we had to write, and there was no room for debate because I was thinking, wait, but I don't think that I'm privileged in this way or that I'm marginalized in this way. I think I don't really identify with that. There's no room for discussion.
That's a sign of your privilege, Bookie.
Okay, you're given this narrative and you have to write about how this applies to your life, even if you disagree. They teach you that if you're white, you're racist. You may not know it yet, but you're racist. And again, I did not agree with that, but I wasn't given a choice to debate. It's like they're forcing you to make stuff up. Words and articles.
GTA 6 is gonna be super fun. Don't bring that shit up. Y'all gonna have me pissed off again.
That we were reading were being censored because they were offensive. And we weren't really learning things. We were just talking about how it impacted us and our feelings and how it made us feel and how we were feeling and feeling and feeling and feeling. What about facts? Like, for real, what about 1 + 1 = 2? What about actual facts? Why aren't we learning that? Why do I have to sit through a 60-minute class talking about—
Hey, bro, that's not confirmed yet. Like, GTA 6 in 2026 is not confirmed yet. Don't do that. Stop fucking casting that fucking voodoo. Be like these stupid bitches and manifest that shit coming out in 2025. Fuck. Stop it. Manifest that shit in 2025, motherfucker.
about how this article made me feel inside, or how I'm discriminated against as a woman, or how I'm privileged for being white. I mean, I came here to learn. This isn't even a political class. I was literally going to classes, like I had a math class in my calculus class once, and we started talking about how the government should do more to help protect those less fortunate. I'm just sitting in this math class thinking, oh my God, I literally came here to do calculus. What is this? I had a psychology class where we were watching a video about how race isn't real, but then also how race is really important and it wasn't making any sense. And then we were talking about critical race theory. The true left quickly exposed themselves to me as people who judge others based on these categorizations they made for them. So if you're white, you know, you're bad, or if you're a woman, you're good. Instead of actually looking at someone's personality, their character, none of that matters anymore. It's just these attributes, this, how much money do you have?
No, the money thing is not new, sweetheart. You might just be late to that one. Oh, bow! Ooh, went through that fucking table. Bad. Damn. Can I fly? I can fly! Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Are you a male or a female, or neither? Extra brownie points. Are you black? Are you white? No one cared what kind of person you were, what you knew. It was all about how you identify. That's racist. Like, that's actually racist to go and look at someone and say, you're white, so this is how you behave. I heard countless students present on why they identify as communists and socialists. And at that point, I was ready to dip. I went home and I thought, you know, I was starting to reflect, what did I learn today? All I really learned was—
You learned about your whiteness, Bookie. Get ready. It gets worse.
that white people are evil racists. And that was the whole debate That was the whole discussion in one of my philosophy classes, I think. And I was not learning. I was literally just being indoctrinated and just brainwashed into this nonsense. It was just getting so annoying because every class was political without exception. Politics should not be in the classroom. A classroom should be a place where you're learning essential
I would argue politics will be in the classroom whether you like it or not, especially if you're one of those dorks who are part of a fucking debate club. Fucking losers. And also, from the sky! I fucking love playing this fucking game.
Knowledge like math, science, you know, history. Why do I have to be taught politics in math? Why do I have to go into a science class and talk about how racist America is in 2022? I felt completely silenced, completely trapped in the school. And the funny thing is that I felt that there were other students who also were not in agreement with what was being taught, but they were also so afraid of speaking their minds because, I mean, we saw what happened to people. We saw that people were literally being told to leave the university if they said something offensive. I honestly worry so much for the future generation. You can't say anything without being barked at by classmates and teachers alike. I remember 6 or 7 years ago, I did a project in school.
I had a whole lesson about race and gender, but I'm also studying anthropology, so it kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah, some motherfuckers don't let y'all know what they go to college for, and they'll sit there and make it seem like I'm going to college for cooking, and I'm shocked by all of this. Turns out they're going for sociology. Hey, you're gonna be in that position, buddy, and it's not going to be good for you. Do ya know? Don't ya know? Damn, fucking me up.
And I had to find like a short little quote that I liked. And I remember picking "Live and Let Live" because I love that quote. And I realized no one was going by that quote anymore because you can't let people have their opinions. You just can't. You have to cancel them if you don't agree with them. Cancel culture was taking place all around me with people that were speaking their minds. All someone had to do was literally claim that that person offended them. And then that individual could be expelled. Expelled, guys, for offending someone. so sick of being forced to learn about this victimhood and forced into political discussion.
How's that new Peach game? I think that question is directed towards only one individual in here, and she'll let you know. Ooh. And while they do bash on white men in particular a lot, that is the basis of American history. I mean, it is. Look at the history of America and tell me when the white man was innocent. I mean, regardless if you like that shit being discussed or not, it's part of history, bros. You gotta bow. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, that boy got both spears. Hold on, let me go crazy real quick. Ooga. Ooga. Hold on. Bow. Now I gotta size him up. Now I gotta size him the fuck up. Now I gotta size him the fuck up. I gotta size him the fuck up. Ooga. Bow. Oh, he kicked me.
Long story short, I left my old university, but not just university, I left the left, guys. Because most importantly, I value my freedom of speech. I'm gonna fight for that. I think that's one of the most important things in life, is to be able to speak your mind, despite who it could offend or not. Anyone can make the claim that they are offended by something, and then we have to silence that person. And I'm just so much happier at my new university, and this whole experience is what inspired me to start talking about politics on YouTube, because
Are you going to be happy there until you see something there you don't like? Because what's stopping, I don't want to know where she goes to college. What's stopping this new university from having a class that does the exact same thing? Because like I said, I don't really have an indicator on what's a woke university or not. I'm kind of just going based off of word of mouth. And to be fucking honest, a motherfucker saying, "Oh my god, I this happened at my old college. Oh god, I got to go to this. Oh god, oh god, it's so bad. Oh no, it's so bad. Oh no, no." This new college, I hope it doesn't happen here. And so far, based on the classes I'm taking, it hasn't happened here. Oh. You were too harsh on this woman. I think I was the direct amount of the same levels of harsh as I gave everybody else. A motherfucker who claims they've left something, and this is the thing that has spoken their mind, and it's completely fucking mundane. Arguably, I don't know why I said that, because the bathroom thing would concern any fucking body. So I'll concede and say that the bathroom shit would have anybody being like, whoa, I don't want this shit around. So you know what? I concede. They were talking politics in math class. What a shocker. Oh my God, stop. What do you mean? Are you telling me you don't like this voice? Are you telling me you don't like the sound of this voice? Is it upsetting to you that this voice is what I'm using to say the English language? Too bad. Too bad. So sad. That is awful. What do you mean? Muriel! I don't know how the fuck I'm able to do all this shit with my fucking voice box. Like, this shit is crazy to me. You motherfuckers will see that shit and be like, oh, it's so awful and weird or cool. I look at this shit and be like, how the fuck am I even able to do a crumb of this shit? And like carry it into a full fucking sentence, if not two. Come live with us in the palace. The point of research paper was there is no factual evidence to back up their claims. It was all opinions, and that's why it was mute. But no one heard that. And I have a feeling her email inbox flooded. And that's why she has sent a mass email. Oh, what did I miss? What the fuck did you write?
I had to read a 10-page research paper about why gender doesn't exist. My professor called it ridiculous and apparently had to send us a mass email that pretty much said, guys, it was an opinion. Oh, yeah, somebody definitely bitched out. If you use a voice modulator, you could do a nice female V2 voice. Why would I need to do that? Oh, why would I need a voice modulator? I can just come on here and, you know, have a fun little time. It'd be great. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hi. What's up, everyone? We're back on the Ruin Leon channel. It's day. And for the fucking love of God, people think I'm pressing a button. I'm really not. This is my right hand. My left hand's over here, and I can just do this shit on a dime because it's just fun. It's interesting. It's quirky and cool. Ooh. Emma wants a big surprise. Nah, I'm done. I'm out. You're such a hater. I can still tell you're a man. Oh, that's very phobic. Bro just transitioned mid-speech. Emma wants to know if you suck dick. Emma thinks that you should not be able to fucking have opinions like this. Emma believes. Emma thinks you should have more grounds to stand on your political. Everybody. Bootleg Mickey? That's not Mickey, but fuck, it's close enough. I could do Donald's sound. I can't talk while doing that. I could do the and I ain't gotta fucking grab my throat to do it. Pause, no diddy. There's like 80 plus people watching this shit across 3 streaming platforms. What the fuck are y'all thinking? What is happening? I mean, fuck. We just vibing, Brody, bro. We coolin', Brody, bro. We done scared off Vidal. We scared off Vidal. He's nowhere to be found now. Vidal heard the ooh woo and said, fuck this nigga. He heard that shit and said, no, I'm out this shit. Are you bored enough to do voices? Baby girl, I just do shit to do it. Like, I personally have no understanding nor care about what it is you choose to do in a current understanding of the world. I tend to just look at things in an objective manner. It allows me to have a little bit of fun. You know? And it's not a good thing when I'm able to have just a little bit of fun, have a little fun time, and always be... Fuck. What's wrong with y'all? Poppy's voice? I don't think I could do that one. That's a little bit too high-pitched. It's a little bit too high-pitched. Only you can prevent wildfires. If y'all fucking see, they got these voice actors that's like, I'm a voice actor, and then they play a fucking scene. I feel like I could do that shit and lie and just be like, only you can prevent forest fires. Is it forest fires or wildfires? I think it's wildfire. Only you can prevent wildfires. Do the Christmas story time voice. I have no idea what the fuck you're referencing. Sorry. you might be referencing some off the wall shit that I have no context to. You could do a good movie trailer voiceover, so I've been told. I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I just don't. I just, for the life of me, don't see it.
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play.
Let's see how many of you motherfuckers know that. Do you know the fucking struggle of fucking buying a DVD from Walmart that's a Disney movie that you didn't see in the theater, but you saw it in Walmart and you put it in the DVD player and the first fucking thing you hear is,
This Disney DVD is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Coming soon to theaters. Peggy 18.
don't they got like 3 different numbers?
Peggy 16.
Fucking
This
the one that I use to annoy the fuck out of people is like the over dramatic ass, it's Sonic here.
understand that we have a mission to do.
I don't even think it's Sonic. It's more like cringy, for kids, inspirational. See ya, Black. I can't do the EA one. I've tried.
Your Disney movie will begin momentarily.
I can't do the EA Sports one. I've tried. I can't even do it. Like, I just tried to prep myself to do it. I can't. I can't do it. I already know I can't do that one. I ain't got the range for that because it's like deep, but it's also raspy. It's like EA Sports. It's in the game. Like I need a little bit more raspiness on that one. I nominate Leon to play Static Shock if it's ever reanimated. You do realize that Static Shock had like that. We gotta get to the fucking scene of the crimes. He had like that light. But you could tell the motherfucker, somebody told that motherfucker to do like a hip hop style with it. Man, I just got a fucking call. Like, I used to play the shit out of Madden. I still do. Do a Sonic the Hedgehog impression. Those disgusting black creatures, get out of my... You knew that was the one I was gonna do. You knew that was the one I was gonna fucking do. You knew that. Like, you knew I was gonna sit here and those disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight. Oh, man. Apparently, I got a super chat. Pay this man for his time. He's entertaining. Happy Easter to you two. Sonic the Hedgehog went crazy. You just know when that fucking Sonic game come out at the end of the year, they're not gonna have that shit in there. If they do, man, that'd be the legendariest shit ever. If they kept that shit in that fucking game. You know, that nigga complete a mission, he get that Chaos Emerald. Disgusting creatures. It will not be disgusting black creatures. I promise you. I promise you, it will not be disgusting black creatures. So look, motherfucker, before we get to the last fucking thing, apparently PG doesn't know about the upcoming Sonic game that's coming out. Shame on her. She's an uncultured swine. But we already knew that about the poor little daft bastard. We already knew about the daft bastard. Ay. So look here, buddy. There's a Sonic game coming out. And honestly, this pissed me off because I thought it was about to be a remake of a fucking game full of nothing but remakes. But this is the part where we get wet, baby! Yeah! this is going to be something I stream, just so y'all know. Disgusting black creatures. Now, for those of you who don't know this reference, it is one of the most iconic moments in Sonic history. And it's like, of course, people like Peachy don't know about this because Peachy spent her life being a good Amish woman. So Peachy, here you go. This is for you.
Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight.
This is not a fan rendition. This is the official fucking video game. This is not fan made. This is the real video game. And yes, it's the first fucking level. It's the first fucking level. Hold on. Here's another one. All the dams.
Damn it.
A fucking EA game. Not even EA. A Sega game. Nothing but damn.
Damn, not here.
Just got here what I missed. Nothing but dams. I don't really care about the fucking dams that were just like, oh, damn. I just want the cutscene ones.
Damn, we've been detected.
SPO.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
They went above and beyond to emphasize the word damn in this fucking game.
Damn you.
See? Like every damn is over exaggerated in the cutscene.
Shadow, damn you.
See?
It's been
Hold on.
finally
This motherfucker just pulled out a pistol for a fucking animal.
be served. Damn it.
See? Another fucking example.
What does it all mean?
I think I still have this game. And it makes it even better because I have a fucking GameCube.
With the power of these emeralds, I'm going to destroy this damn planet. Damn you! No.
See? These are also fucking aggressive. They're just so fucking aggressive. But guess what? This is still fucking fan art. And guess what? This is not fan art. This is real. You wanna know how I know it's real? You think what Shadow said was bad? Look at Sonic.
Don't let the black creatures. Damn, they got away.
Don't let the black creatures get away. Don't let the black creatures get away. And one more time, just for posterity.
Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is a monumental fucking video game. We shat on this fucking game as kids, but as adults, man, is this fucking game awesome. Shadow getting canceled. I promise you, they are not showing it. They are not having that shit in the fucking remixes. All right, class. You might have seen over the week that there's been discourse around a certain video. Is that you, Sims, boring video? I have no idea what the fuck you're referencing. But you might have seen a certain stream going around from other certain streamers. What I didn't know that this motherfucker did a stream prior to that. Now I'm hyped for the Sonic game, and I shouldn't be. Sad life. I'll get that for you too, buddy. This motherfucker did a stream a month before, or at least a clip a month before, that apparently, from what I've been told, and I don't know, I go based off my own information, is also fucking bad for reasons that have to deal with motherfuckers not really understanding the word context in any possible way. But I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I want to watch it because I'm always a benefit of the doubt motherfucker. Also, I'm playing Helldivers. Fuck. So let's see. Let us see how we end up with this, because maybe it's good. Maybe it's a thought-provoking video for everybody. You know, or I don't fucking know. Let's watch.
What is that?
I'm glad the gaming witch is not here because she probably seen this shit.
Fan fiction? Is that the level of parasociality we've reached, Justin Bieber? We have Justin Bieber at home.
Got into a little bit of controversy over her.
Actually, you don't deserve that much credit. I don't even like Justin Bieber's music, but I will compare you to Leafy since I know that he's a loser. So Leafy at home. So recently, I became acquaintances. We're growing closer as we DM each other. But I would consider him a friend at this point. I made a good friend known as Tipster.
I am not playing Final Fantasy. The game's sucky.
And I found Tipster basically because I got a little bit jealous when he was covering Shark's Matt Walsh thing. And I went into his chat. I'm like, hi, it's me. I was there too. I just want to let's check and see if you want to watch me, right? Because Tipster is a pretty...
Oh, so you were clout farming from a creator larger than you? That is a terrible way to fucking go about that.
Big streamer. He's been around for a long time on the internet. And if you guys didn't know, actually, here, let me pull this up. So Tipster, for those who don't know, he's an old drama streamer. He used to hang out in drama circles a lot and do a lot of drama content.
He still does.
He relatively recently left that community behind.
No, he didn't.
Because he was not.
He just doesn't talk to people on Discord. He just doesn't do that. He still makes drama-esque content. That is an objective fact. He does. There's nothing wrong with it. But he does. And it is a fool's lie to say that he does not. You can objectively say the man does it, and it doesn't make you less of a man or less of a human. He just does. And there's nothing wrong with that. He just doesn't fuck with certain individuals anymore, which is his right. But Jesus.
Not very fond of a lot of their antics. You know, I'm not saying that he unfriended them or whatever. He just changed his content.
He did unfriend them.
That's kind of how I knew that he exists. And so I saw him watching Shark's thing, and then, you know, I tried to show him my thing, and he watched it. And so we started talking, and now we're, you know, well acquainted, sort of. But this is him at the Steamies. He got picked to do the intro for the Steamies. Yes, that's correct, Lady Nova.
What is up, everyone? Tipster
That's
here.
I don't care about this. I already seen this.
He had very good vibes. He seems very cool. And I have some of Tipster's audience in here right now, as it turns out. We're recording a YouTube
I still haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 2. Well, let's plan a date to go fucking see it.
video right now, if you didn't know. Tipster's audience. So if you're not in the site chat, you'll have to get there in order to say hi to my YouTube audience. But like I said, big fan of Tipster. Okay, I like his streams. I think they're funny. I think they're entertaining. You guys should go check them out. Not everybody likes Tipster though. Like I said, he was part of the drama community, so a lot of people got a lot of beef with him. And this one came up on my feed. That's why I picked it. Tipster is a cringe loser from Lurix, who has fewer subscribers than me. Granted, so I don't, you know, I don't want to. It does have 12K views though, which is more than most of my videos. So apparently,
why are you spamming 4? Like it's Kung Fu Panda 4. Why did you repeat 4 twice? And why was one of them the word version? Like for what? What was the purpose there with that one? You thought you did your big one with that? No. Very embarrassed that that's how you chose to play that. I'm ashamed of you, Peachy. Almost. You said 2? Oh. Well, I stand by what I fucking said. Plan a day and we could bootleg it. Where are these motherfuckers at? I'm playing Helldivers. Oh, there go Bugs right there. There you go. You can have that. And I get up on and I strike for democracy. I haven't played this game in like 2 days.
Channel, or their channel. I don't know if their gender, but anyway, they don't like Tipster. So I just want to know why, because I would like to know him better, but I don't know him that well yet. But let's see what Lurix thinks about him.
You're watching objectively one of the worst videos when it comes to wanting to know why Tipster's a fucking moron. Like, objectively, this is one of the worst videos you could have fucking watched. If you wanted to just fucking laugh at Tipster for him being, like, weird, maybe this is a video you could fucking watch.
But to figure out like why anybody has beef or like has issue, I ain't even gonna say beef, like this is fucking turf wars. Like if you wanted to find out why anybody had a legitimate issue with Tipster, this is the worst fucking video you could fucking watch. Because all this is just pointless, I would argue funny, depending on who you ask, content about Tipster. Oh no, I don't like this gun at all. I don't like this gun at all.
Like, this guy's so desperate to get, like, any
I agree,
action
Shono.
that he just simps for, like, any girl that'll give him
I thought you looked great in that photo, TBH. Goth mommy could get it.
attention.
What can I say? I got a thing for goth chicks. Ha ha ha.
What is wrong with
Anything for pink-haired hot goth mommy, Lamau, JK? I mean, the context is necessary, to be fair. But, like, I don't know when these are from.
His context is fucking talking in a very sexual manner with individuals he is either acquainted with still or no longer acquainted with. Like, these are the contexts. This is something he is admitted to doing. He's done it with me, played along with it. I never really found it weird because I was doing the same fucking thing, not to other women. I just particularly do it with dudes because I know these motherfuckers will actually carry a fucking funny bone in their body. But that's your context right there. There's nothing more to these motherfuckers. It is fucking weird, especially when you're married, to do this shit, because it creates that weird perception, especially when motherfuckers use that shit against you later on. It does not create like this stable perception of you that you're this good guy. It makes you out to be a weirdo and also a loser who cheats on his wife. Now, to my knowledge, that's not something Tipster would ever do. And I choose to believe he would stand on that. Like, that's not something he would ever fucking do or condone. However, you're an outsider looking in. You find out a guy's married and he's going around saying this shit to other women that are not his wife. Of fucking course, that's going to make motherfuckers look at him and say, ew.
I don't know the conversation. I don't know. I don't have enough context to make a judgment on this.
with this guy? Bro, I'm not sure a guy.
And I might be tweaking, but I feel like he's explained the context of some of these. Maybe not that specific one, but some of these.
Who hasn't seen his dick in 15 years should be talking shit. Okay, I get that I'm a big guy. Okay, like
that's weak. That's pussy shit. If you're gonna go for the fat jokes, it's low hanging fruit, my friends. Okay, low hanging like Tipster's massive dick. By the way, he knows what it looks like. but
Oi, oi, oi,
what I meant though
oi,
is,
oi.
you gotta go for something else, man. You gotta be creative. Okay, get creative. If you're gonna make fun of somebody, be creative about it.
I can see my dick just fine.
See?
My dick works great.
ICE is coming to measure that small dick before deportation. There you go. It was created. Listen, the creative ribbing. There you go.
It works perfectly fine.
I'd say I'm average. My wife's not complaining, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time since we talked about good old Tipster. Now he's been up to.
Wait, who's this guy? You got no room, Justin Bieber, to be making fun of anybody's looks. That hairstyle is a choice, my friend, and so is that jacket. What the? Also, when's the last time you've been to the gym? You could fit 3 of your bodies stacked next to each other inside of my one, and I'm detrained. Hello, sir. Why are you making fun of people's bodies? Shut the fuck up.
Lots, including going on H3H3's The Steamies Awards show as basically just to be a clown monkey.
Yeah, what is this background? It just looks like your room with lights everywhere, with decorations and.
What's the conversation about right now? I saw Amir Odom and Gothics in the pictures. Did that part about their past already? Yep. Drastically. That drastically passed, buddy. And we were learning about leftist groups and how they act and how they are mean to individuals who got different opinions. That's all we did. That was it. You missed it, you fuck. How dare you have a life? Who told you to have a life? Who told you it was okay to have a life? Jesus. Who dictated that? Who co-signed you to be having a life? I didn't. Never should you have something like that. Saturday mornings with Leon is where we're at now. I mean, if that's the way you want to surmise that, you can. I wouldn't, for my own sanity. Oh my God, I get killed by nothing.
Furniture, you.
For them because he's used
I
as a
must
soundbite
speed
for the
this
H3
up.
podcast, and he wanted to be introduced for some reason.
Also, you're using the same microphone I am, and I sound a million times better. What you need is Logitech Sound Hub. Okay, download it today for free. It's completely free software from Logitech that you can use your Blue Yeti microphone. Is my point. Okay,
get to the fucking point.
And sync it up and make it sound much better.
As the
Logitech
fan
Sound
behind the meme, even though everyone just
I think
laughs
it
at him and points at him like he's a joke on the
Also, what's
H3
the
show,
music?
he decided to still accept the invites despite just being shit on for like a year straight on this guy's channel. Self-respect.
On whose channel? On what? On H3H3? Okay. I mean, I
I
don't.
mean, that was never really a valid point anybody could make. Oh my God, he's on the H3 fucking podcast. He's being made fun of. This motherfucker is on one of the largest podcast on YouTube having fun and laughing about a meme, and the only motherfuckers who see an issue with that are motherfuckers who weren't invited. That was never really a strong point for anybody to make.
You know their relationship, man. I think it's kind of parasocial of you to assume that you know everything that goes on behind the scenes with these two. It just screams parasociality. But then again, this is like a drama YouTuber, so I shouldn't expect any less.
Non-existence.
What is up, everyone? Tipster here. Oh, look, they showed
We already seen this.
Like, what do you mean in the ass? They're like, I asked you what you wanted for dinner. Okay, well, just so it's clear, I did not get in the ass. Like, that's the look that you're giving off.
Get from any side of the internet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I knew it was bad when you started siding and becoming friends with Keffels of all people. But now this, like, Tipster, they don't like you. And also, what happened, like, any kind of, like, standards. Like, you've been shitting on H3H3 for years now.
Everybody, and peace, everybody. See you and guys in the next stream. Well, fuck, you missed a lot.
You're the same guy who's cut tens of videos calling out H3H3, calling him a re-
You know what I think about this? I'm only 9 minutes in while this shit on double speed. I feel like this would just be a bunch of fucking word salad that a motherfucker chooses to want to give everybody in order to defend a motherfucker without really seeing why people have an issue with him. Like, it'll be nothing of coherent thought other than just shitting on the scrawny looking motherfucker and how scrawny it looks, and you defending your newfound friend. Do I need to watch 32 minutes of this? Because that's how fucking long this shit is. It's 32 fucking minutes of this motherfucker sitting here giving y'all a bullet point as to why it's conceivable to defend his newfound buddy. Which you can, it's your right, but you fall into the exact same trap as Tipster. Blindly following and believing and defending motherfuckers without really knowing why they get shit on so much. My Walmart got dry peas. I don't know how old you are, but you've reached that stage of adulthood. You know the one. The one where all the pageantry and all the things in life don't excite you anymore. You know what excites you? Dry peas. That's what you need to fucking, you know. Have you ever reacted to patient Xena before? I feel like you'd find her agreeable. Because why? I don't know what because why means. I feel like there's more to this fucking comment, but I can't see it because OBS is for whores. And to burst your bubble just a little bit, I do know patient Xena. I was following patient Xena on Instagram before I got banned, and we held basic conversation. I believe, if I am not mistaken, she is now married or still in the planning process of that marriage. And whichever option it's in, congratulations. You know? You know what's so sad? I was so excited to watch this. Then I just heard maybe about 30 words. And I said, fuck you. You bored me. You bored me. But you still got a view anyway. So fuck. If you want to defend Tipster, you can. I suggest learning more about why motherfuckers have an issue with him. You know? I like how I typed in patient Xena, and one of the first fucking videos is this Noah Samson motherfucker. And based off my memory, Noah Samson had issue with patient Xena for having opinions different from his. I might watch this. Serious question. Do you think tipping at a fast food restaurant is acceptable? Nope. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely.
So if the woman's prize, what would that make a man?
A piece of worthless wallet. They don't care. I don't know. Just give me your money.
Wow, that's misogynistic. Welcome back to another episode of Idiot Influencers. Today we'll be looking at yet another breadtuber, Noah Samson. Now, if you don't know what a breadtuber is,
I guess this is still in line with the theme of today's stream, learning about leftists and leftism. I guess we've now segued to leftist streamers.
Is a loose collective of far left-leaning commentators who cover as many small bits of drama as possible in order to gain views. Many of them just dunk on far right-leaning content, which is valid. My problem with these channels is that they always act like they have the moral high ground, and that if you slightly disagree with them in any way, you're an awful person. I've already covered Jake Doolittle, and now it's time to dissect someone even worse.
Was that the dude who's like, Xena's growing too quickly because blah? I feel like he tried to frame Xena as something she wasn't just because they have differing opinions.
So just like Jake, Noah makes incredibly...
How's your day going so far, Leon? It's probably one of the last times you'll see me with this hair. So, you know, get your looks in while you got it.
And that's truly depending on how I feel, because I could absolutely just say fuck it and not partake in the option. But then again, I'm also Leon, so might just say fuck it once again. But I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe not. Who knows? Overall, time will indeed be the factor in our lives. Leon getting Bantu knots. Hi, I'm back. We moved the greenhouse. Oh, you missed it. We talked about Tipster. And we talked about the weird looking. I'm lying. No, we didn't. We didn't. We fucking didn't. We didn't. We heard about 30 words and said, fuck it. Like, you can only go so far until your mind says enough. Tipping is only logical if they are genuinely doing a personal service that is above and beyond their typical task. Maybe. Bruh got my hopes up. Listen, you can only say so much because it was the guy who did the fucking Tipster interview. Apparently he did a stream a month before talking about Tipster. It's like the motherfucker watched one of the worst fucking videos you could watch about Tipster and like use that as his basis. It's like, have fun. Like, just have fun. Overall, have fun. Now we're transitioning, ironically, to Helldivers and watching this.
Boring commentary videos where he just sits there with the typical microphone setup and talks in the most monotone voice possible, even more monotone than my voice. His videos are a lot longer and feature him rambling on about what he refers to as anti-woke content. Sometimes the video idea is valid, but much of the time he's just responding to stuff he slightly disagrees with. I mean, really anything that is not from a far left-leaning perspective is bad, just automatically bad to him. His audience of 16-year-olds doesn't really care though. They like being able to listen to someone with a big platform like Noah's, who agrees with their small worldview. Because outside of that group, many agree that the stuff he's been saying is full of shit.
You have to remain body positive throughout this entire video. That is quite a challenge. I will try.
Okay, so he's a comedy guy, right? Humor is when you tell people to shut the...
Are you going back to your old look? Jesus Christ. What are you defining as my old look? Because I hate to fucking burst thine bubble. This is my old look. What I currently have on my fucking head now is my old look. Please don't think that buzz cut was... I'm not even count that as a point in my life. Even though I did look good with like the buzz cut, like, cause I really think it's cause I grew it out just a little bit. Like it wasn't like Afro level yet. I think it just grew out to the point where I could fucking say, yep, I liked it. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out by the time I get there. And by the time I get there, like, maybe if I do this call-in stream, which I might force Peachy to join me on, just so that I could have a fucking piece of background noise that won't have me sitting here listening to just dumb shit 24/7. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? You'll see it eventually. Like, it's not like I don't have a fucking YouTube channel where my face is fucking seen, but fucking L plus O plus L.
The fuck up because of the way that their body looks.
Noah's been criticized heavily by many online creators, even those with similar political beliefs. I'll get to that soon, but first I want to discuss his bad faith arguments. Something Noah does quite frequently is stigmatize certain words as dog whistles. He uses the terms black pill, red pill, fascist, and incel almost simultaneously, as a way to paint any slight opposition as the enemy.
Incel rhetoric. Red pillars or black pillars, red pillars, red pill. Fascist.
I wouldn't care as much if he wasn't against stigmatizing words like fat and obese.
Because stigmatizing fatness, as he's suggesting that we do, doesn't actually improve anything for anyone. It doesn't do anything good for anyone's health, mentally or physically.
So stigmatizing bad physical health, that's a bad thing. But stigmatizing virginity, now that's awesome. And then you wonder why people listen to Andrew Tate and participate in the manosphere.
According to his logic, it's okay to associate someone's worth based on whether or not they have sex, but not okay to do the same with someone's weight. He's just not very consistent and comes off as a hypocrite due to his lack of self-awareness. In mid-2022, Noah and the YouTube commentator Achido had a back and forth revolving around some Twitter banter. This resulted in Noah making a 40-minute long video on Achido.
Why does a white motherfucker look like he's gonna ask for pics of Spider?
Where he makes a lot of hyperbolic arguments. One is that he claims Achido is a misogynist, for making jokes at the expense of a few select women.
A message that focused primarily on humbling women and holding women accountable, which when done on the internet via content and to women you do not know, is really just code for putting women down. We've been over this. It's the same thing we saw Achido do in his reaction.
They're not talking about the species of women that exist in the entire world. They're talking about the handful of delusional women that spew crap in these types of videos.
He also claims Achido's video might cause acts of terrorism and hate crimes just because he reacted to a clip reposted by a doggy Twitter account. The clip in question shows an 8-year-old boy arguing with his mother about if she forced him to be pansexual or not. Achido's
Does no one see why when it comes to like all that debate shit, y'all could just chuck that up to the fucking birds, because y'all, these motherfuckers, they just want to throw insults at you and just go about their day. And it's like, you can do that without wasting my time. You can literally have the time of your fucking life just insulting me. Don't try to bring me into some conversation so you could just argue at the fucking sun.
This video isn't anti-LGBTQ, it's mainly making fun of the mom for being a bad parent, because in the same clip she's fine with the young boy cussing on a TikTok livestream. But apparently making fun of this leads to terrorism, as no one then brings up some random ass story of a bomb scare as an extreme example.
Just yesterday, another bomb threat was called into the Boston Children's Hospital, all over a false story not unlike this one being spread by that media pipeline.
So he like very quickly goes from a Cheeto was apparently dishonest for framing a video a certain way to a bomb threat was called into a fucking children's hospital and he's an idiot for not being more careful with what he talks about, because then he can make a video that's gonna make somebody threaten a hospital. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? No, I don't care if you call me an incel or a fat phobe or a cyberbully or anything like that. That means nothing to me. But for you to basically say that I am a gateway for terrorist threats is kind of where I'm gonna draw the line. Noah, none of my audience are terrorists.
Another feud Noah had was with the YouTube channel Think Before You Sleep. This is a channel I occasionally watch for its incredibly well done research.
Why is this motherfucker always getting... I know why. Why the fuck am I even asking that? I know why. It's because the motherfucker wants to argue, and arguing with a bunch of fucking people online about political opinions seemingly is the way to go for motherfuckers like this.
On various social issues and well-constructed arguments, though I'm not a fan of how much he uses the term woke, and some of the criticism he gets is a bit valid. In June 2023, he made a video about a series of Dove ads, which he criticized for being lazy and not having any sources for the study it's based on. Noah decided to make a response to this, where he claimed sources weren't important, and then went on to cite the wrong one. He also cites a source which he obviously didn't read beyond the abstract, as it said the complete opposite of what he was trying to argue. Think Before You Sleep then made a video about how to do good research, where he uses Noah as a bad example. He spends 50 minutes debunking all of Noah's sloppy research, presenting how all of his claims are based on nothing. I recommend watching the full thing, as it's too long to discuss here. Link in the description.
Oh, Debate Bros.
In this section, we'll be discussing the Debate Bros drama Noam got himself into.
Think Before You Simp? Oh, Lord.
It's not drama I care about.
Are you saying that because he fucks Brittany Venti?
Particularly, but it needs to be mentioned as it leads to a greater point. It all started in September 2021, when the political streamer Vosh posted a debate between him and someone known as Professor Flowers. The only thing notable about it is that Flowers tried to associate all white people as being colonizers, and tries to justify racial cleansing. Vosh tries to fight back on this and gets interrupted multiple times by her. Vosh got a bit of pushback from this, which resulted in more pointless debates of other streamers. Noah then joined in on this drama by posting the video, Solving the Debate Bro Problem, in February 2022. Here he spends over an hour rambling on about the leftist debate bros, specifically mentioning Vosh. Previously he mentioned liking Vosh, but got pushed back and realized it was better for him to hate on the guy. Noah tries defending Professor Flowers throughout, leading to many other channels criticizing him. This led to Vosh and Noah debating, which didn't end well for the latter. Noah ends up walking back every single statement he ever made, while still trying to have the moral high ground.
So
There's
he's
moment where
a
Noah
chicken shit, like most of these fucking debate people. That's all they are.
insists Flowers doesn't use the term white and colonizer interchangeably.
Man, what the fuck? Man burps Brittany? The fuck do you mean? I don't even want to know.
Vosh just pulls up a tweet where she straight up says that.
I don't want to fucking know, so don't tell me.
You can like pull a tweet that says that, and you can pull clips that allude to, again, a complex conversation about race, whiteness, and colonization.
Can you find any
and
evidence
reduce
of her saying that it's not, that this isn't asynchronous?
I mean, have you like watched all of her videos back? I'm not sure if you have.
No, I don't think she's very smart.
Okay, well then this is just a waste of time, like to try to convince you. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to convince you or your audience that, like,
Noah,
if you're just
Noah, you are currently the one with nothing in your hands, arguing against evidence that
Why are you motherfuckers making me defend the horse cock, man?
Hundreds of thousands of people have seen.
Why?
In which she unambiguously, as directly as you can, said that
Noah Samson fucking sucks. Fuck whatever other reasons you got in this video. He sucks because of this shit. Fuck off.
Thing you won't accept. The only thing that I can assume this is, apart from maybe you two are like secret best buddies or something, it's like a personal thing, is you understand that if you fall on this point, you fall on the next one. I am, because this is an enormous waste of time, just going to rip the L from your hands. She said what she said. She thinks white people are colonizers. If you are, with respect, too spineless to own up to the fact that she clearly... No,
dude, this is
wait,
like...
Noah.
No one ever brings up any evidence for his claims, and just comes off as a spineless idiot and only agreed to debate him over spite. Initially, Noah claimed that he enjoyed the debate, but walked back on it after he got backlash. He then unlisted his original video, and uploaded another where he criticized Vosh. 2 months later, he made the video public again, since he's apparently really proud of it despite the hate it got. This dude is all bark, no bite. Once he gets hate, he'll try to fight it off and fails. He then tries to hide from it before going back to do the same thing again. Because after this drama, he went back to dunking on Vosh and other debate bros on Twitter. He even liked a tweet of someone unironically wanting Vosh to be put down like a dog. He got banned on Twitter a few months later over some tweet about Chud Logic, where
Pedo-free streamers like this one should be rounded up and
he wished death upon him. Do I think it's ban-worthy? I think it's debatable. Still a weird thing to post for someone like him who constantly tries to portray himself as some wholesome, quirky video essayist. He would then get called out by Xander Hall and Keffels of all people, due to his unhinged behavior.
I was very clear in my videos, my first videos taking down Noah Samson's comments, that I truly believe he's not a good person.
So yeah, the fact that he's liking tweets saying that Vosh should be killed, not surprising. And I guarantee he wasn't liking that tweet because he thinks it's a ironic, funny joke. These people are genuinely sociopathic.
God, I feel like my head is going to implode after reading up on all this drama. I swear the worst enemy of leftist content creators are themselves, rather than the red pill creators they try to go after. Because to be fair, Noah did a good job at roasting Sneeko during their feud, but sucks at every other feud he gets himself into. He's a spineless coward who doesn't know how to back up what he's saying, and constantly ignores evidence to the opposition. I mean, you know it's bad when you let Vosh and Keffels be the good guys in all of this. But surprisingly, this isn't even the worst drama he got himself into, as we'll now discuss.
Drama with it's Patience!
Patience Xena is a YouTuber who likes to discuss social politics from a more nuanced, censor-leaning perspective. Something I really appreciate about her videos is that she explains both sides of each argument and doesn't necessarily dismiss any of them. In September of last year, she made a video on the whole Little Mermaid controversy, where Disney cast a black actress to play a previously white character. Her take is that while some of the backlash does stem from racism, a majority of it comes from legitimate reasons. 2 months later, Noah made a response to this, which singled out Patience as being this pretentious, centrist type who is ignoring the actual racism and the controversy. A few days later, Patience released this massive response, which I highly recommend you watch in full, though here I'll be giving a SparkNotes type summary to this.
This is madness. Why are we here? We are here to learn about, this has been the whole point of the fucking stream, to learn about leftism and leftist streamers and how they do and what they do. And I've learned so much. I've learned so much about the leftists and how they do the do's, you know?
Video, it claims that the legitimate criticism of the Little Mermaid remake is not being...
I must learn. I've been so ignorant to the leftists and their cries for acceptance.
Driven by racism, though states the complete opposite by the end of the video. Patience brings up how often Noah uses terms like conservative, anti-woke, and alt-right to label the opposition as the bad guys, trying to make this discussion more political than it has to be.
But of course Noah has to drive home the point that the redhead erasure points are being pushed by conservative commentators because, of course, Noah's purpose of this video is political. He disagrees with me and he doesn't like the fact that some of my views align with conservative because he finds that to be very, very problematic. Because he says within his own video, I'm growing very rapidly, and in the process I'm going to grow a larger audience of people who will be able to hear my views, and that is concerning to him.
Noah's take becomes extreme when he insists that Ariel might as well be Aryan, and says this shit.
They used artificial intelligence to fix a real black actor by making her white. So like, why stop at the skin? Make her blonde, make her eyes blue while you're at it. Tattoo a swastika onto the frog.
Yeah, none of that had anything to do with the video, but he just felt like spouting out buzzwords like he always does when labels Sebastian a frog. What drugs is this guy on? Patience actually brings up multiple times where Noah makes up his own arguments that have nothing to do with the video, because most of his audience didn't bother watching her video, instead just leaving comments about how she's a Nazi. Halfway through Patience's second video, she showcases the opinions of various black creators, those who agree that race swaps are lazy pandering. A big point made by them is that instead of representation coming from previously white characters becoming black, there should be more original black stories.
Because there's so much fucking material. There is undoubtedly so much material for Hollywood and all forms of entertainment to come up with. But for some fucking reason, we gotta have a fucking animated reboot or rendition or sequel of fucking Good Times, a show from the fucking 70s. What's up, Celluloid?
So Patience's conclusion in this video is that instead of race swapping these characters, we need more black stories. Stop the pandering remakes and make new, good, non-white centered stories instead. This is by far the best reason one could give for disagreeing with Bailey's casting. It's the most popular reason, found in plenty of other YouTube videos and many comment sections. And it's also, I think, profoundly unconvincing.
When I tell you,
What do you mean unconvincing? What do you mean? How is it unconvincing to say, yeah, you know, I'm not really a fan of just like the stale, boring fucking race swap of an already established character. You know, we got all this fucking untapped material that on the surface sounds very fucking interesting and has black people in it. It could be fucking awesome if you put this, or not even on the big screen, on the small screen.
I first watched that part, I died.
Profoundly unconvincing.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Noah. I didn't realize that I had to convince you about my feelings about my representation. The superiority complex is wild. Like, Noah, who gave you the authority to tell me how I should feel about my representation?
Now, Noah makes the point that many who latch onto the controversy don't really care, and are using it as an excuse to be racist. This would be a good point if he didn't word it like Patience and others with their beliefs are propping these people up intentionally. He's basically saying that she shouldn't talk about this so a select few won't get attention, despite him and many others giving them attention.
Noah is so far gone with his far-left ideologies that he now does not care about having actual conversations. All he cares about is winning. That is literally all he cares about. He has decided that the far left is his team, and that is who he wants to defend all the way to the end. Even though the stuff that I'm saying also echoes the sentiments of many black people who are sick and tired of having race swaps be our main form of representation, he is uninterested in that because all this is to him is a game of politics, and I am just a piece on a chessboard, and I am not moving in the way that he wants me to move, and so that is why we have a problem.
By the end, it's flat out revealed that Noah doesn't give a shit about the topic and only went after Patience for one reason. She has a mixed audience. She has an audience of those on the left, right, and center.
That's crazy. Having an audience of people who understand that, yo, we all gonna fucking disagree, but you here for the ride and it's fun. Man, that's fucking, whoa, what a concept.
What a fucking concept.
Noah views as a gateway to the alt-right. He doesn't want those on his corner of the internet to explore different perspectives, because then they won't be in as much of an echo chamber. Noah essentially just made a video explaining to a black woman how she should feel about her own representation. And again, this guy doesn't care about the Little Mermaid controversy. He's using it as a—
That's crazy. You a white guy in a fucking world where you fucking probably constantly talk about how white dudes are fucking always stepping over black people just so you can step over a black person. Crazy work.
excuse to further diminish a perspective he will never understand. And FYI, Noah, a big reason why Disney gets most of the hate for race swaps is that this is the same company who will remove scenes showcasing LGBTQ characters and cover Chadwick Boseman's face for foreign releases. They don't care about representation, they just want money. People like Alex Hirsch have been calling them out on this for years, but they don't care. Noah just needs to stop talking. Dude has demonstrated time and time again that he doesn't know what—
What a fucking ending. Noah just needs to stop talking. What the fuck? What a perfect way to describe a motherfucker. You just need to stop fucking talking. And that's the thing. I feel like that's a good message we could like cap it on. I feel like we could cap it like this. Motherfuckers really want to sound like the smartest motherfuckers in the room. And the problem is they just talk so fucking much. They prove to everybody why they shouldn't be talking. Jeez. I can say the same thing about all of you. Can say this shit about a lot of people. Candace should stop fucking talking sometimes. Her fucking defenses of Andrew Tate, fucking abysmally laughable to anybody that reads the fucking court documents. And listen, it ain't just him, it ain't just Candace, it's everybody. Sometimes just stop fucking talking. Stop pretending you're the beacon of hope in society and your voice is the only one that matters. Or keep doing it and stop getting mad when other people don't join in. Because you are not the only fucking perspective out there. And if you fool yourself into thinking you are, you will fall so hilariously, nobody will see it coming. Or even if they do, no one will give a damn. Are we good? Are we clear here? Y'all want to ask me any questions before I end this? Y'all have the right. We've been streaming for 3 hours? How? What the fuck was I doing this whole time? It don't matter. It speaks to my goodness. It speaks to how good I am and being able to fucking keep a stream flowing at any type of view. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I just got here. We've been here for 3 hours. Where were you? Like, where were you? Please stop doing the voices. Can't do that. It's a part of my culture. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I don't know why I tried to do Mickey for some fucking reason. Sleeping, bro. It's still AM. It's still 5 a.m., almost 6. Where the fuck are you? Do you look forward to Toyota's Dragon Ball? I have not watched Dragon Ball a day in my life. I do like the one opening. Oh, shit. I do like the one opening of Dragon Ball. You all know the one. Can you take up gardening or maybe baking? No. Neither one. Not a good baker. And I don't have the fucking space for a garden. Sorry. I'm more of a chef, per se. I'm not really I'm glad Restream finally got it to where a motherfucker could see Kick Chat and I don't have to fucking just leave this shit randomly fucking open over here to see if anybody bothers to fucking type in a Kick Chat. Fuck, man. Oh well. I feel like all of the I feel like if I fucking bothered to stream on these fucking platforms more consistently, they'd grow. I just got to do that, man. If I do that, I could flip all this streaming shit around because I've enjoyed doing more streams. I feel like I've done more streams so far this year than I've done last year. So far, we'll see how that fucking lines up by the end of the year. Is that all you motherfuckers had to ask me? Is if I'm looking forward to Dragon Ball and if I garden or if I'm going to take up gardening. Well, since that's all y'all got, I'm still trying to piece together how the fuck I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck I don't get it. Like, yes, I was watching videos, but I was watching these shits on like not 3 times, but 2 times speed. Like, fuck. Oh no, man. Yeah, when are you gonna play Sinrin Akuga? When are you gonna play games? What the fuck you think I was doing this whole stream? I was playing games and reacting to videos, trying to learn about leftism. Or you could do a stream about grilling while grilling some people. I bet you make a mean steak. Now, contrary to your statement, I've only made steak 3 times, and they've all turned out to be different variations. I did enjoy the first time I made steak. Second time, not so much. The third time was maybe 3 weeks ago, and I enjoyed that. I didn't get to hang out as much as I'm usually at work. Oh, well, with Mike. When Mike picks up his fucking panties and chooses to fucking stream with me, that's when I'll fucking stream with Mike. But this fuck only goes for about a fucking hour and then boo-hoos him fucking self to sleep. Favorite Kung Fu Panda villain? The one from the second movie. The fucking peacock. His aura, his vibe, his actions, his scenes, all mwah, crisp, perfect. The title of this stream is misleading. Too bad. Deal with it. I didn't think I was trying to lead you all anywhere. You need to learn how to make more steaks. Probably. The time you made chicken look so fucking good. Buddy, I know. It's because it's me. It's because I knew how to properly season and coat my shit in flour. Any computer upgrades you would like to do? Not really. I do want another camera, but that's because I'm a greedy little fucker. I'm a greedy little fucker who simps for a little bit of technology. I'm a greedy little fucker, and I like to simp for my technology. When is the cereal tier list? Fuck it, y'all want to do it now? Shit! Pink pimp hat, or pink beanie, pimp hat. Pimp hat. Maybe next time you can react to the dudes who are the sous vide dudes. Cookie Crisp, cereal tier. Oh, fuck it. Let's just get it over with. Let's just fucking get the tier list over with. Fuck it. 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 Let's just get it over with. Cereal. That's not how you spell that. Cereal. There's a lot of fucking cereal I've never had. This is undoubtedly a lot of fucking cereal I've never fucking had. So let's actually search a little bit. Let's search for some more cereal tier list. I need a fucking category of shit that I know I've had in some form of a fucking degree. I think this will do. I'm speed running the fuck out of this just so you fucking know. Because I want to go take a fucking nap. I'm not changing any of this. You know the fucking categories. You know how they fucking go. If you like Captain Crunch, you have cancer. Bam, 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 bam. If you like anything Frosted Flake, not Frosted Flake. If you like anything Captain Crunch, you have cancer. Bam, 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 bam. No. bam, 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 bam. Here's your cereal tier list. I'm allergic to peanut butter, so that objectively has to go at the bottom in all cases. You know? But that's the tier list, everybody. Goodbye!